Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? You guys ready for a really fun time? We're gonna have a lot of fun today. 13 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, okay. Let me just take that off the screen. Bam. Let me remove the starting soon. Awesome. I love this. This is so cool. I'm glad I have a, like little reaction screen and everything going. That should be fine up there. Anyways, we're going to be reacting to conservative comedy. But first, I'm going to start out with George Carlin. Now, George Carlin, rest in peace. He was one of my favorite comedians. I found out about him like a few years ago, actually, but I wish I would have been able to see him live, but he passed away in 2010 or 2008, I think. He was really old, but he was like one of the funniest comedians, and he threw in politics, and he threw in, he just made fun of people and shit, but he made fun of people that deserve to be made fun of. This is one of the biggest issues with comedy nowadays. Like you look at Chappelle, you look at Joe Rogan, all these other fucking right-wing loser comedians, like they punch down. They punch down. They make fun of like the people. They make fun of trans people, fat people, gays. They punch down instead of punching up, because comedy was originally about making fun of the powerful, making fun of the people that hold power in society. You know what I mean? But it's been twisted in a weird way to where that's woke now or whatever. So here's George Carlin talking about comedy and how we pick on underdogs now.
I would defend to the death his right to do everything he does. The thing that I find unusual, and it's not a criticism so much, but his targets are underdogs. And comedy traditionally has picked on people in power, people who abuse their power. Women and gays and immigrants are kind of, to my way of thinking, underdogs. And he ought to be careful
Literally,
because he's Jewish.
Yeah, like women, immigrants, gays, trans, all of these people, they get picked on by comedians nowadays. And the comedians no longer pick on the rich or the powerful or, the greedy, the capitalists.
And a lot of the people who want to pick on these kind of groups, the Jews are on that list a little further. You got women, gays, gypsies, blah, 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 and then suddenly you find Jews. And
suddenly Andrew's arrested.
Yeah, so,
That's true.
I mean, obviously, he should do what he wants. And
why does he get away with it, do you think, then? Well, we have never laughed at jokes about the
Well,
poor.
he's appealing. I think he's appealing largely. I think his core audience are young white males who are threatened by these groups. I think a lot of these guys aren't.
See, young white males that are threatened by these groups. And a lot of these comedians, they basically pander to these groups. These young white males, conservative.
Sure, their manhood, because that's a problem when you're going through adolescence. Could I be? I hope I'm not one of them. And the women who assert themselves and are competent are a threat to these men, and so are immigrants in terms of jobs and the
So that's why we as an audience then will laugh.
You say we. I don't think you're.
No.
But I think you're
collective we.
I think that's what is at the core of that experience that takes place in these arenas. Is a certain a sharing of anger and rage at these targets. And I'm sure Andrew isn't that angry at them. I'm sure he's playing it as a comic.
Nice. So, yeah, I'm not sure who they were talking about. I don't know if it was Chappelle or what he was talking about there, but Jon Stewart interviews George Carlin. But that is George Carlin. Let's see if he has anything else.
You began a sentence a little while ago with it's not a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise. It shouldn't be a surprise that rich white men don't care about poor black people, period.
Yep. It shouldn't be a surprise. That's true.
George,
Facts.
I don't care if you love me or not. They're not high on the conscious or the subconscious list of those people who are in charge of things in this country, the owners. Forget these
Yeah.
foolish...
See, you see what I mean? George Carlin when he criticizes people, he criticizes the powerful, the owner class, the capitalist class, the oligarchs, if you want to say, right? The monopolies.
Elections. The owners of this country don't care about the poor in general.
The owners of
and they
this
don't
country.
care about
What are we going? Is this Karl Marx talking to me? The owners
Oh
of this
my God, Karl Marx talking to me. Is this Karl Marx talking to me? Oh, the Karl Marx's goals go in your body now? Oh, where's his all? Like, what the fuck, dude? These people are so privileged.
country are the voters of this country.
You're wrong about that, my friend.
Yeah.
Are the owners of this country the voters in this country?
No.
Who elected George
No.
Bush?
No. Voting doesn't do shit. Voting doesn't do shit, dude. That's why we can barely get any change done in this fucking country, dude. Voting doesn't do shit. You just vote for somebody who maybe will do something you like, maybe, but most of the time will disappoint you. On either side, especially the Republicans. They're like demons. Like, they literally want to tear the country down, and then Republicans barely want to fix it.
Politics, these elections are a
Democrats
charade.
they barely want to fix it.
It is, they are meant to, well, I'll tell you, just listen for a minute. Learn a little something. The elections and politicians are in place in order to give Americans the illusion that they have freedom of choice.
True.
You don't really have choice.
That's
in this
true.
country.
That's true. That's facts right there.
Let me ask you this about the looting. Would you agree that there was two kinds of looting? That there was the kind where people were desperate.
Oh,
because they
man,
were
dude.
starving.
George Carlin is angry. Look at my man's face, dude.
Kinds of looting. That there was the kind.
Look
where
at my
people
man's
were
face, bro. He ain't having it, dude. He looks grumpy as fuck, man. I wish he was my grandpa. Oh,
desperate
man.
because they were starving.
He's so
and maybe were
based.
taking food out
It's
of the
fucking
store.
awesome.
And then there were some people who were taking stereo equipment.
Yeah.
Would you agree that there was two kinds of
Yeah,
looting?
people were walking away with television sets.
Would you agree that
didn't
there was
notice
those
that.
two kinds of looting?
It's a television. It doesn't matter.
Well, then is it not wrong for the president to issue?
Why
an
does it matter if
ultimatum
someone
that-
takes a fucking television or food from a store in a time of need or a hurricane? You know what I mean? Like, these things, the only reason why they cost a lot of money is it's fake value. It's not real value. You know what I mean? When people, like, just giving food to people will be great, because they you know what I mean? If you give food to people, right, then they can just work and not have to worry about even spending money on food. So they can save money. You know what I mean? There's different things like that. I just don't like the value that we put on these objects like TVs and shit. Like, I understand that it's like, you know, it costs a lot, but that's all not real value. That's all like fake. It's kind of like money. Money's pretty much fake.
that there was zero tolerance and thereby encourage.
And so what? A lot of stores have insurance. So like, if they do get robbed, you know what I mean, they get covered. Especially if they're big companies. Like, that's why, yeah, don't steal from a mom and pop shop or do anything. Like, don't ever steal. But like, I have a less sympathy. I have more sympathy for someone who, like, you know, steals from a big conglomerate like fucking Amazon or something.
Right-wing flacks in the liberal media
Sorry, Jeff Bezos. Don't steal.
to go ahead and say this gives us license to suggest that we shoot people on sight, as if in the middle of this crisis where so many people are dying already, what we need to do is shoot Tyrone because he's getting out of Circuit City with some soggy tweeters. And
This is when Bill Maher used to be a little based. Now he's not. Now he's a boomer.
And I think Tyrone always had soggy tweeters, quite frankly.
I have an addendum to that. The real looting in this country takes place in the transfer of the wealth from the poor to the rich. I'm sorry
True,
that you don't
true,
like class
true.
and the truth, my friend. But
Class,
you're
yeah,
stuck
class
in it.
consciousness.
Class,
You gotta have class consciousness.
The poor have been systematically looted in this country. The rich have been made richer under this criminal, fascist president and his government.
True.
You know, George.
I think he was talking about George Bush.
Do you know what fascism is? You know what fascism
when it comes
is?
to America, it
You
will
know what
not wear-
Nazis
it will
are?
not wear- No, wait, sir, wait,
You
sir.
know what
When
Nazis
fascism
are? You know
comes
what
to America, it
fascists
will not
are?
be in brown and black shirts. It will not be with jack boots. It will be Nike sneakers and smiley shirts.
Yep.
Smiley.
Kanye, look at Kanye West. Look at Kanye West. Nike sneakers and smiley. Kanye, he's a fashion guy. You know what I mean? He's hip with the kids. He's hip with the kids. He wears the coolest clothes. And now he went all anti-Semitic and fascist, outright fascist. Look at that. George Carlin was a fucking oracle. This man was an oracle. This man knew things that were going to happen before they happened.
The fascism. Germany lost the Second World War. Fascism won it. Believe
Yeah.
me, my friend.
True.
Fascism is when corporations become the government.
Yes.
And that's sort of what we have. And poverty
True.
has gone up. So 17.
Get this straight. George, you think that looting is looting okay if there's no hurricane?
First of all,
Can
property.
you
I don't-
break into
No, but
tweeters whenever you want?
We're talking
I
about
have no problem.
Personal property is different than private property. Remember that, guys. Personal property is your stuff. You know, the stuff you have at your house, that's yours. You know, you own it. Private property is like, let's say, a big business, the land they're owned on, the land the shit's built on, the store, all the stuff in the store. That's all private property. That's all different.
Problem with theft. May I be honest
No
with
problem
you?
with
I have no problem with theft. It's true.
But wait a sec. We're talking looting. We're not saying, you know,
Based.
this reminds me of the O.J. situation. It wasn't that O.J. was innocent. We all knew he killed his wife. Okay? It's not that looting is good. We all know looting is bad. It's the priorities. It's
Yeah.
the fact that white people obsessed on one black guy getting away with a crime once. When it had worked.
Meanwhile, the rich can steal all the money
billion
behind the
times
scenes.
more.
Yep.
The same way they're obsessing about a few people getting away in the middle of this much bigger crisis. It's a matter of what's proportional. I think that's what we're saying about looting. No one is defending looting.
Well,
when you
that
say,
seems
I don't
like-
care what that is always what these kind of commentators say. I don't care what their race is, as if things were even to begin with. Bill O'Reilly
True.
and his ilk are saying things
True.
like, you know what? If you just would have gotten an education, you wouldn't be in this situation. As if it's easy to get an education in situations where there's so much segregation.
Bill, I completely agree with you on that.
There we go. There you go. Now we're gonna move on. So like George Carlin, like he's always been like really based, and I want comedians like this. I want comedy like this. Comedy that literally hits at the truth, you know, of capitalism and the issues of society. We're gonna look at another clip from George Carlin. Before I do that, though, guys, check out my TikTok. I have a bunch of videos. Basically, I cut down my live streams and I get the funniest clips and I put them on my TikTok. So follow it. Later on, we are going to be looking at some comments people leave because some people are fucking brain dead. I don't understand what's going on with people. There's people like, oh, why are you watching old content? This stuff's irrelevant. It's like, bro, if we never watch old content, what's the point of history? Like, there's no point of learning history. There's no point of writing history books down. You know what I mean? Like, the past, just forget about the past. Is that what some people want? Like, shut the fuck up. God damn, some people on TikTok are fucking brain dead, bro. Brain dead. But yeah, check out my TikTok. I hope you guys like that. We're going to be talking about... Look at this motherfucker. We're going to be talking about... Oh yeah, George Carlin on abortion. Now, this is one of my favorite clips of George Carlin. Check out the channel that posted it, Comedy Boutique.
Why is it that most of the people who are against abortion are people you wouldn't want to fuck in the first place?
True, dude. True. You see what I mean? So he's punching down against people that hate abortions and are like super Christian, right wing, you know, like those weirdos that like want to shut down and bomb abortion places and like stalk the family members and the members of people that want to have abortions. Like, this is real comedy right here. You punch up instead of punching down on the normal people like gays, LGBT, people that want to, like, don't punch down. You got to punch up at the people who are aggressive towards those minorities. You know what I mean?
Boy, these conservatives are really something, aren't they? They're all in favor of the unborn. They will do anything for the unborn. But once you're born, you're on your own.
Yeah, literally, bro. Literally, like, they're all against fucking abortions, right? But then once the baby's born, they want to get rid of education. No child care, no free education, no free lunches at schools. They want to get that. They want to get rid of that. These like conservatives are just insane. They're insane.
Pro-life conservatives are obsessed with the fetus
Yeah.
from conception to 9 months. After that, they don't want to know about you. They don't want to hear from
True.
you. No nothing. No neonatal care, no daycare, no Head Start,
Facts,
no school
dude.
lunch, no food stamps, no welfare, no nothing. If you're pre-born, you're fine. If you're preschool,
You're fucked. You see what I mean, though? Like, that's all facts. Like, this man was so smart for his time. I love this guy. I love him so much. And when you look at comedy today, it's just not the same. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't like today's comedy. There's only a few people that I really like.
Conservatives don't give a shit about you until you reach
Military age. Yep.
Then they think you are just fine, just what they've been looking for. Conservatives want live babies so they can raise them to be dead soldiers.
Yo, that's so facts, dude. Because think about it. What is one of the main reasons why people join the military? It's for education. They want their college paid for. They want their scholarships, right? You go to the military, you get a scholarship. That's why they don't want to make school free, because that's like a free soldier right there. When someone needs to sign up for the military to pay for school, that's free. That's free soldiers. You know what I mean? So like, why make school like free? It's there's one reason why I think school should be free.
Pro-life. These people aren't pro-life. They're killing doctors.
Facts, dude.
What, they'll do anything they can to save a fetus, but if it grows up to be a doctor, they just might have to kill it?
Yep.
They're not pro-life. You know what they are? They're anti-woman.
Yep.
Simple as it gets. Anti-woman. They don't like them.
Use facts, dude.
They don't like women.
Facts.
They believe a woman's primary role is to function as a broodmare for
the state. Yep.
Pro-life. You don't see many of these white anti-abortion women volunteering to have any black fetuses transplanted into their uteruses, do you?
True.
No, you don't see them adopting a whole lot of
True.
crack babies,
True,
do you?
true, true.
No, that might be something Christ would do. And you won't see...
Literally.
You won't see a lot of these pro-life people dousing themselves in kerosene and lighting themselves on fire. You know, morally committed religious people in South Vietnam knew how to stage a goddamn demonstration.
Yeah, literally, because, you know, in Vietnam, people would set themselves on fire. You know, and in other places, I think Buddhists do this. A climate change guy actually lit himself on fire recently. Let me see. Climate scientist set on fire. I'm not going to show anything, but there should be like a... Yeah, look at this. U.S. climate activist dies after setting himself on fire outside of the Supreme Court. There are scientists setting themselves on fire to try to warn us of climate change, and we just don't give a shit. We're just like, oh, whatever. Science? What is that? What's science? Man, science, get out of here, science. We don't need no science up in here.
Didn't they? Huh? Hey.
Science is for losers.
They knew how to put on a fucking protest.
True. True.
Light yourself on fire! Come on, you moral crusaders, let's see a little smoke
Yep.
to match that fire in your belly.
Facts,
Here's
dude.
another question I have. How come when it's us, it's an abortion, and when it's a chicken, it's
It's an omelet. Yep. Bro, that's like... You can't say that's not funny. That's fucking awesome.
Wait. What? Are we so much better than chickens all of a sudden?
Yup.
When did this happen, that we passed chickens in goodness?
For real.
Names.
Oh, I forgot to activate my my little bar up top. Not that anyone has followed or
Sex ways
anything.
with chickens. See, nobody can do it.
Yep.
You know why? Because chickens are decent people.
True.
You don't see chickens
I love
hanging
chickens,
around the
man.
drug gangs, do you?
They don't do drugs.
No, you don't
Chickens don't do drugs. Chickens don't beat their wives. Chickens don't, like, you know, shoot people. Chickens are awesome.
see a chicken strapping some guy to a chair and hooking up his nuts to a car battery, do you?
Yeah, facts.
When's the last chicken you heard about came home from work and beat the shit out of his man? Huh?
Facts, dude.
Doesn't happen, because chickens are decent people. But let's get back to this abortion shit. Now, is a fetus a human being? This seems to be the central question. Well, if a fetus is a human being, how come the census doesn't count them?
Yup.
If a fetus is a human being, how come when there's a miscarriage, they don't have a funeral?
Facts,
if
dude.
A fetus is a human being, how come...
A fetus is not a human being, bro. It's a glob. It's a little... It's a goop. You know, it's a pile of shit. It's like a pile of, like, phlegm. It's literally phlegm.
People say we have 2 children.
It's
and
phlegm
one
with
away,
DNA in it.
instead of saying we have 3 children. People say life begins at conception. I say life began about 1 billion years ago, and it's a continuous process. Continuous, just keeps rolling along. Rolling,
Yep.
rolling along.
Life started 4 million years ago.
Listen, you can go back further than that. What about the carbon atoms? Huh? Human life could...
Yep. Oh, shit. The carbon atoms, bro. Think about it. We're made out of Sorry, I took a hit. We're made out of carbon, right? We're carbon-based life form. And we put carbon in our cars. Carbon-based fuel to run it. And we burn charcoal and shit to cook our... You know what I mean? Like, we're constantly burning life itself. Because we're carbon-based.
Would not exist without carbon. So is it just possible that maybe we shouldn't be burning all this coal?
Yeah. Yeah,
Just
you're
looking
right.
for a little consistency here in these anti-abortion arguments. See, the really hardcore people will tell you life begins at fertilization. Fertilization when the sperm fertilizes the egg. Which is
True.
usually a few moments after the man says, gee, honey, I was going to pull out, but the phone rang and it startled me.
It startled me, honey.
But even after the egg is fertilized, it's still 6 or 7 days before it reaches the uterus and pregnancy begins. And not every egg makes it that far.
Yeah.
80% of a woman's fertilized eggs are rinsed and flushed out of her body once a month during those delightful few days she has. They wind up on sanitary napkins, and yet they are fertilized
So
eggs.
every woman is a
basically
murderer.
What these anti-abortion people are telling us is that any woman who's had more than 1 period is a serial killer.
You're a murderer! Literally, it makes no sense. Like, I love how this man breaks everything down. You know what I mean? All the concepts, these stupid concepts these right-wingers have. Like, he breaks it all down right in front of them.
Consistency. Hey, if they really want to get serious, what about all the sperm that are wasted when the state executes a condemned man and one of these pro-life guys who's watching comes in his pants?
Yeah. Literally.
There's a guy standing over there with his jockey shorts full of little Vinnies and Debbies, and nobody's saying a word to that guy. Not every ejaculation deserves a name.
No. Of course not.
Now, speaking of consistency, Catholics, which I was until I reached the age of reason.
The age of reason.
Catholics and other Christians are against abortions, and they're against homosexuals.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Who has less abortions than homosexuals?
For real.
Leave these
That makes no sense. You're hating on people that don't get abortions. But they hate. So, religious people, I mean, I'm not going to put everyone in a box, but, like, Christian people hate everybody. Like, literally, they hate so many people. And so do other religions. You know what I mean? That's why I don't like religions.
Here is an entire class of people guaranteed never to have an abortion. And the Catholics and Christians are just tossing them aside.
True.
You'd think they'd make natural allies.
Yeah.
Go look for consistency in religion. And speaking of my friends, the Catholics, when John Cardinal O'Connor of New York and some of these other cardinals and bishops have experienced their first pregnancies and their first labor pains and
True.
raised a couple of children on minimum wage, then I'll be glad to hear.
Yeah, dude, for real.
I'm sure it'll be interesting.
Facts.
Enlightening, too.
Facts.
But
Yeah. You want to talk about abortion? Try to raise fucking kids on a minimum wage with the fucking economy that we're in right now. With a shitty job. And even if you can get a better job, usually you need two people that work at the same time to like be able to raise a family nowadays. You need two working people. Back in the day, it was like the husband. You know, the husband would go to work. Honey, I'm back from work, honey. It's dinner. Is dinner ready? It's not like that no more.
In the meantime, what they ought to be doing is telling these priests who took a vow of chastity to keep their hands off the altar.
Stop touching kids, man. What the fuck?
Keep your hands to yourself, Father. You know? When Jesus said, "Suffer the little children, come unto me," that's not what he was
that is
talking
not.
about.
That definitely is not what he was talking about. Wow, dude, that was such a... Hey!
As a point of fact.
Thank you, Corvo Blanco Nero. I appreciate it, man.
And I never am without.
Oh God, I gotta fix that.
I inhale at night. I inhale from a giant cigar.
I gotta fix my alert still. Don't worry, I'll get working on that though. But yeah, I love George Carlin. Like, I love this comedian. He's one of my favorites, and it's so sad that he passed away, man. I wish I would have gone to one of his live shows. But now, let's talk about conservative comedy, okay? So here we have Dave Rubin. Check out this channel called Cringe Conservative Clips. All right, so Dave Rubin says he's a comedian, right? He says he's a comedian. So let's see how funny the right wing's comedians are.
There you go. Yeah, the memes are great. That's the thing. Look, I am not for white supremacy or neo-Nazism, but the alt-right as a shit-posting, fun, call out the bullshit, mock the power thing is amazing, actually. There's nothing funny coming out on the left.
So let's see how funny Dave Rubin is, because
watched any of these comedy shows?
There's a compilation of Dave
They're a bunch
Rubin's
of
funniness.
preachy little bitches right now. The left is crumbling because look at all your favorite comics and writers and whatever on Twitter.
So he says the left is crumbling because the comics on the left are just like woke and just not funny, right? And remember, George Carlin. We just played George Carlin. He was like a legendary comedian.
Are any of them funny anymore? They're not funny. You know where the funny stuff's coming? It's coming out of the alt-right. That doesn't mean I'm a Nazi.
You're all looking at me like, okay, we're ready for comedy. We're gonna do some comedic.
Here, let me fix your name real quick, Corvo. New follower. Where's that at? Over here. Let me fix your name. There we go. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much, man.
All right. We have a tremendous show for you. We got gays, we got lesbians, we got
gays,
straights,
lesbians, we got straights.
Right
are you straight, sir? Sir, are you straight? That was literally one of the bits right there. Sir, are you straight? Are you straight, sir? I didn't expect to be to run into straight people, sir.
People be in the back.
Go to the back of a room, straight people. Was that funny? This fucking terrible, guys.
How many of you would say that you're conservatives by a round of applause? How many conservatives? Conservatives always very respectful. You first raise your hand before you applaud.
Any conservatives here?
We don't make a lot of noise. Conservative, we're conserving the applause.
Conservatives, we're conserving the applause. Because nobody clapped. So he's trying to like make that into like a joke. It is just super sad.
Conservatives, that's good. Look, that's great. You know, people with jobs and families.
People with jobs and families.
You know, you're dressed right. I saw you. I could have picked you all out. It's very...
Oh, you're dressed right. You don't have blue hair. You're not like a woke skull, lefty, a college student. You all have jobs and picket fences. Oh, conservatives. Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Oh, well,
the older
someone
people.
Who's wearing clothes that fit, probably a conservative.
All gay people.
Wow.
Is everyone here gay? You're gay.
Anyone here gay?
Very good, very good. Do we have any...
This is one thing. If you guys noticed, if you guys pick up on his comedy, all he talks about is like gays. Like all he talks about is sexuality and like, yo, are you gay? Are you straight? Are you gay? Like that's literally all his comedy is. It's like the most boring, plain bread, trash comedy ever.
Bisexuals. I know they don't really get out much, but no bisexual. No one wants to fess up to that. That was the worst rate. You just went like this.
Huh? Bisexual?
I should tell you I'm gay. We're at a gay show.
I'm gay. We're at a gay show. I'm gay.
Do we have any closet cases here? Because
any closeted gay people? Any closeted? No?
Do we have anyone want to admit it right now?
Anybody want to admit they're gay?
I know you're not out. You're a...
Sir, I know that you're gay, sir. You want to come out of the closet right here, even though you're some random individual in the crowd that I just picked out of nowhere? Is this funny? Oh my god, like I'm like dying inside. I might get a tumor from this. This is like too much cringe radiation.
Oh, who do we have anyone back there? I feel like there's got to be someone hiding in the back. Who here is
gay? Anyone
Let's
gay
see,
here?
Everyone. Do we have some lesbians?
Any lesbians? Any gays?
I sense lesbians in the crowd.
Any lesbians?
Huh? Do we have any black lesbians?
Any black lesbians in here? No? Hands up.
One.
Like his whole bit is just to put his hand up. Anybody of this sort here? Anybody? Like that's all he does. He just asks a question, and like does a little thing with his hands, and that's his comedy.
Got one right there. There we go.
Is a true Republican comedian.
You're with me, right?
You're with me, lady? Yeah.
Are you gay?
Are you gay, lady?
No, you're cold. You're just a cold. You're cold. You know that the gays are cold.
You're a cold, wet lady, yeah?
The gays love water, but fear the cold.
Gays love water. Oh, wow, and fear the cold. And
no one else is laughing but you. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, no one else is laughing because you're not funny. Dave Rubin, you're not funny, dude. I don't know why people think these guys are funny. It's so sad. It's so sad. like.
Yeah,
oh
I
my
like
god.
You got a great laugh. How many of you are libertarians? Libertarians.
Any libertarians here?
All right. Very special libertarian there. Libertarians, yes. Anyone that doesn't vote, those are the people you can get pot from at the end of the show. Libertarians love pot.
Any libertarians in the chat?
Television. By a show of hands, how many of you have televisions? You have a pretty good. Okay, and how many of you have the Here Network?
Who has television in here?
Okay, we've got some.
You guys have television yet? Did that technology come out? Did that technology come out yet in your side of the country? Television? Anybody?
Cheers. Who else is warming up someone's genitals right now?
Oh my god, what?
Anyone or does anyone need?
Why do you gotta bring that up, dude?
Yeah, somebody back there?
Somebody back there want to warm up a genital?
I don't even have to.
I don't
even bother? Okay.
I don't want to bother, I'm sweating.
I won't even bother.
It's hot in here. Is it hot in here or am I nervous?
Sir. That was a very supportive
Is it me
smile.
or is it hot in here, guys?
Yeah. Are you enjoying the sweat?
You enjoying the sweat, guys? I'm pretty nervous, but
you were all looking at me like, that's a lot of sweat.
Well,
if I lose
why aren't you guys laughing at my
I
jokes?
used a little gel. I used a lot of gel today. I was like, do you have weed in weed form? Is that even a thing? I mean,
you have weed in weed form? You mean weed? Weed in weed form is just weed, guys. I mean, I know a lot about this subject. Trust me.
I wasn't in college that long ago. Like a bag of swag, that would be fine.
Do you mean like oils and shit, bro? What do you mean?
Gay. We have a lot of gay people.
Any gay people in here? We have any gay people? I'm gonna out you right now and make fun of you in front of everybody.
Very nice.
Even though I'm gay.
And straight people. All right, we did conservatives, we did libertarians. How many progressives? How many progressives?
How many progressives? Any progressives in here?
I'm guessing there are, but I know because of the soy, it's sometimes hard to clap.
Oh my god. Oh, you progressives are so soy, man. All the soy milk you guys be drinking and all the soy lattes and the coffee, you know, the fucking Starbucks coffee. Oh my god, you progressives. I can't believe it. Jesus Christ. Like, bro, what are you talking about? This man is so sad. Like, I just... Oh, you soy?
So we got...
soy face, blue hair.
No one will say it. I mean, we're not going to shoot you. I mean...
You might shoot somebody, dude. You people are crazy. I will not out myself in front of a conservative area like that, dude. All right? Just be careful, like, going to these type of shows and shit and outing yourself as anything, because you will get... Someone's going to throw some shit at you, I feel, you know?
Oh, we have one. We have one. Please, take them outside. It's all right. It's all right. You're wrong, but it's all right.
You're wrong. It's all right until we take over. It's all right until we take over and put all you guys in a list. And, you know, have you put in black vans overnight and, you know, stored in a local prison and then maybe executed. It's all right, though.
Great,
like, what?
Great.
It's not all right. You can't just do that.
Do we have any Mormons? I always want to find out. I know we love the Mormons.
Any Mormons in here?
No Mormons here tonight? No?
No, awkward
so no
silence?
Straight men. Do we have
No
any
straight men?
Nobody,
Straight
nobody
men?
wants
No.
to fess up. Okay, so we did conservatives, we did libertarians, we did... How many classical liberals?
Jeez. I'm a classical liberal, guys. Any conservatives? I'm a classical liberal. I'm not a liberal. I'm a classical liberal. It's a liberal from back in the day. Like, what? You're a conservative, bro.
Those, of course, would be my people, otherwise known by the media as a bunch of racist, bigot homophobes. No, just kidding. Those are good people who believe in the individual, which is what I believe in.
I want to leave a comment on this guy's channel, because he has a great channel. Love the content, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. Guys, check this guy out. Cringe Conservative Clips. He has more subs than me, so he should be doing good.
I'm constantly talking about impressions. I haven't done this one in years, but I was thinking back there, what can I do for these good people? This is my impression. It's the only impression I do. I literally haven't done it for years. This is my impression of Yoda having sex.
Oh, no. Don't do this to me, dude. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. And this man is gonna do a Yoda voice? Ah, shit, dude. Just kill me now. Kill me now.
Yoda having sex.
Yoda having sex. Wow. Conservative comedy, guys. Let me know if you love it.
Thank you. I assume...
Yeah. Did you like my Yoda bit?
We have a lot of Obama people here.
Any Obama people in here? Obama? Any Obama people? I need some Obama people. Raise your hand up if you're an Obama person out there. We need some Obama. Obama. Hey, where's your hand if
Ted doesn't win, your second amendment's going to be in trouble. Big trouble.
Obama. Let me put the volume up.
Remember that. O'Rourke voted against the border wall. Oh, that's a good thing to him. He voted against Kate's law, and he voted for Obama.
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 Obama. That is so fucking good, dude. That's so great. I learned this. I found this clip on Ethan. Ethan is online. He's a great content creator.
Will anyone admit voting for McCain? Comedy clubs, nobody will admit it.
Anybody like McCain?
I've tried to find people, but what? Somebody?
Who likes McCain? Anybody like McCain in here? McCain
somebody
sucks.
Really far in somebody just like at the door that just ran out. I voted for McCain. Do we have any Mormons, by the way?
Such a party killer, bro.
Utah, so
he's such a buzzkill.
No, Mormon? You raised your hand.
Look how awkward it is in there.
How's my friend over there doing? Uh-oh.
Oh, my God.
I was just checking in with you. Doing good. Anything I can do for you? But I don't know that I have that kind of power. I mean,
take.
I'll ask. I'll see what I can do. I've never had a comedian come back for an encore before.
Oh my God. They told him bring back the other person that just left. The other comedian. They were like, yeah. He's like, can I do something for you? He's like, yeah, ask the other person to come back because you're not funny.
Checking in with you. Doing good. Anything I can do for you? But,
oh my God.
I don't know that I have that kind of power. I mean, I'll ask. I'll see what I can do. I've never had a comedian come back for an encore before.
That's so cringy.
Oh, Jesus. I just opened up a can of worms here, right? Gloria left. She had whispered when I came back. She whispered to me, I have to go.
No, dude, you're not funny. You're not funny.
I couldn't hear what she said, but she said, I have to go quick.
Stop it.
Get out of here. Got to get the hell out. You guys in the mood for a tremendous... This girl's reading everything. You just want to read. I feel like that would, if you read a lot, you'd become bisexual. Like, you just keep reading.
Dude, like, all he does is punch down on people. Like, why don't you talk shit about, like, you know what I mean? Talk shit about Trump or something. Like, talk shit about capitalism or the oligarchs or, like, rich people fucking shit over or, like, the planet. You know what I mean? Like, talk about something, like, that's at least interesting. Let's see if we can find any other funny Dave Rubin clips. Because I don't even want to finish that. Let's quickly check out this funny. This is pretty funny. This is Ben Shapiro talking about what you should do in case your house gets flooded by climate change. Like, let's say one day you just wake up, there's a hurricane, and then, like, your shit's everywhere, and then, like, the water levels rose, and then, like, your house is just underwater, right? Imagine that happen, which will happen in, like, a century. Maybe earlier.
The water levels around.
So they're asking, hey, what happens when you can't live at your house no more, buddy? What happens, huh, Ben?
The world rise by let's say 5 feet over the next 100 years. Say 10 feet by the next 100 years.
What happens,
puts
buddy?
All the low-lying areas on the coast underwater.
Yeah. What happens if climate change does that? Let's say, what happens? That's a good question.
On the coast underwater, right? Which let's say all of that happens.
Yeah.
You think that people aren't going to just sell their homes and move?
Think about that statement for a second. Sell your house. Like, your house just got annihilated. It's underwater, right? You need to move. He says sell your house. Who's looking for an underwater house around here? Do you know someone looking for an underwater house? Maybe an aquarium for a bunch of fish? Maybe you want to have a bunch of fish, you know, and you're just going to go, I'm going to just get the house that's underwater to my fish. And I'll, like, drive a little submarine down there and look at the fish, and then... You see how stupid that statement is? Who are you going to sell the house to if it's underwater? Let's start it from the beginning.
That all of the water levels around the world rise by let's say 5
what
feet
happens, Ben?
over the next 100 years. Say 10 feet
Yeah,
over the
what
next
happens?
100 years.
Yeah.
And puts all the low-lying areas on the coast underwater. Right? Which
Just
let's say
beware
all
of
that
ear
happens.
rape, guys.
You think that people aren't going to just
Beware
sell
of
their
ear
homes and
rape.
move?
Sell your house to who,
Just
Ben?
one small problem. Sell their houses to who, Ben? Fucking Aquaman!
yeah, literally. Like, that's funny. You know what I mean? Sell your houses to who, dude? Who's going to buy your house that's underwater? The government might buy it. But he doesn't want that. He just wants you to sell your house to some other loser that no one's going to buy. So you're screwed. So that's why these people don't believe in climate change. And then when your house gets fucked over by climate change, they want you to sell your house to an Aquaman, basically, to like the fishes. No one's gonna buy it. The government needs to buy back your like the land. They need to compensate you for something. You know what I mean? Alrighty, now let's watch Jimmy Dore.
Jimmy Dore's too lazy to do his own research, and apparently he's too lazy.
This is TYT, one of my favorite news outlets.
To write a funny set as someone who likes to call himself a comedian.
Let's see how funny.
Case in point,
Let's see how funny Jimmy Dore is. And remember, Jimmy Dore used to work at TYT, right? Jimmy Dore got a bunch of sexual harassment allegations and evidence and shit. He harassed Anna. He left TYT, claimed that TYT was CIA, even though he worked at TYT and took their money, therefore he was complicit in the CIA plot to run T. You know what I mean? Like, he took their money, and now he's saying they're CIA. So let's see.
He showed up to a rally called the
See how
Defeat
funny
the
Jimmy Dore
Mandates
is.
rally. Of course, an anti-vax
Let's see how funny
movement
this man is, because
that he's part of. And he bombed big time. Let's watch.
You can't sue Moderna if you get injured by the vaccine because they passed a law that says you can't sue Big Pharma for vaccine injuries. And I was like, why would they pass a law like that? And they said, because it's safe.
Wow! That was so funny, man.
And so, of course, I got injured, and I had to go through all kind of treatments. One of them was they put Botox in my neck for my stiff neck, and it worked, but it's still embarrassing because now nobody can tell when my neck is smiling.
These people are so cringy, bro. These people are so fucking cringy. Perfect Life versus Jesus. Jimmy Dore stand-up comedy. Oh my god, let's see how funny this is. Woo, Jimmy Dore, Jimmy Dore. Check out Jimmy Dore, guys. Check out his content. He is an individual.
Comedy, there it is. Sin it up. You gotta sin or it screws up the big plan. I would hate to live a perfect life here on earth, only to disappoint Jesus when I got to heaven. They're
True.
like, oh, Jim, you're perfect, huh? Fantastic. Guess I died for nothing. Thanks.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jimmy Dore, he doesn't need me.
Wow.
Maybe you guys just don't love the Lord as much as I do. Do-gooders.
Dude, he has like no fucking energy. Look how like the energy these people do their stand-up with. It's like the saddest amount of energy. It's like limp D-word energy.
All right.
You know?
Let's take a moment. What would you guys like to talk about? Anything interesting? Any smokers here? You guys look very young. Does he smoke? Are you a smoker? Do you smoke cigarettes?
Do you smoke, sir?
Do you smoke, young man?
Do you smoke, sir? Huh?
Ever tried drying up banana peels? It's a good buzz. And you get your potassium.
Ah!
Nice coat.
Because banana has potassium, right? Banana potassium.
Oh, let's talk about cell phones. This is about tonight's this is for Sprint.
Oh, cell phone radiation, 5G.
Cell phones because everybody has their plan. Everyone wants it. No matter what I say, people are like, "What's your plan? What's your plan? What's your plan?"
Okay.
I get like 500 minutes for like $75 a month.
All right.
You're getting screwed. You're stupid.
Okay.
You know, I'm convinced no matter what I say, people would still top it. Be like, "Oh, my plan, I get 1 million minutes for nothing."
Oh wow. 1 million minutes for nothing.
That's good. I'm with Sprint. They paid for my wedding. And these new cell phones are unbelievable. You can do everything with these new cell phones, right?
True.
You can go on the internet.
I mean, it was a flip phone at the time.
You can email people, which is cool. It's got a camera right here. It says a camera. You can take pictures, which is cool, right? Because how many times you've been on the phone, you're like, I wish I had a picture of this.
True. Okay. Big innovation. Big innovation in phone technology. The fucking camera. Okay.
Get the pictures right on your camera, which is great, because then later on you can be like, oh yeah, that's when I was talking to that guy.
Wow. Amazing comedy, dude. So funny. Like, am I like brain dead or something? Like, am I brain broken? What's going on? Like, do I just not understand these people's fucking comedy? Let me put another George Carlin clip up here, right? Another George Carlin, Rights and Privileges. This one's really good. I like this one. George Carlin's a legend. All of them are great.
One of these civic customs, swearing on the Bible.
Yeah, swearing on the Bible. I don't understand
it.
it.
To raise your right hand, place your left hand on the Bible. Does this stuff really?
Yeah, by the way, check out Vimana Rama. It's the video that I'm looking at right here.
Matter which hand. Does God really give a fuck about details like this?
I don't think he gives a
Suppose you
fuck,
put
honestly.
your right hand in the Bible, you raise your left hand. Would that count?
True.
Or would
I don't
God
know.
say, sorry, wrong hand, try again? And why does one hand have to be raised? What is the
I don't
magic
know.
in this gesture?
What is the magic in that
This
gesture?
seems like some sort of a primitive voodoo mojo shtick.
What's the point of that?
Why not put your left hand on the Bible, let your right hand hang down by your side? It's more natural. Or put it in your pocket. Remember what your mother used to say? Don't put your hands in your pockets. Does she know something we don't know?
Does she?
Is this hand shit really important?
I think
Well,
so,
let's
man.
get back to the Bible, America's favorite national theatrical prop. Suppose the Bible they hand you to swear on is upside down.
Okay.
Or backward. Or both. And you swear to tell the truth on an upside down backward Bible. Would that count?
Whoa. I don't know.
Suppose the Bible they hand you is an old Bible and half the pages are missing. Suppose all they have is a Chinese Bible in an American court. Or a Braille Bible and you're not blind. Suppose they hand you an upside down backward Chinese Braille Bible with half the pages missing.
Wow. Suppose, man.
At what point does all of this stuff just break down and become just a lot of stupid shit that somebody made up?
Yeah.
They fucking made it up, folks. It's make-believe. It's make-believe.
bullshit.
Now, all right. Okay.
It's bullshit. All these rules and laws and shit. I mean, obviously follow the laws, but all these rules for religion and stuff, and put their hand up and put their hand down and do the hokey pokey and move it all around. Like, that's all bull.
Let's leave the Bible aside. We'll get back to the science fiction reading later.
Yeah, okay.
The more important question is, what is the big deal about swearing to God in the first place? Why does swearing to God mean you're going to tell the truth? Wouldn't affect me. If they said to me, you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God, I'd say, yeah. I'll tell you about as much truth as the people who wrote that fucking Bible. How do you like that?
For real. That's facts. That's facts.
Swearing on the Bible doesn't mean anything. It's kid. Swearing to God is kid stuff. Did you ever, remember when you were a kid? If you told another kid something he didn't quite believe, he'd say, "You swear to God?" I would always say, "Yeah, I swear to God," even if I was lying.
Yeah.
Why not? What's going to happen if I lie? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing happens if you lie.
You're good, man.
Unless
Don't
you
worry.
get caught, and that's a whole different story.
True. Unless you get caught up.
Sometimes a kid would think he was being slick with me, and he'd say, "You swear on your mother's grave?"
Oh, my God.
I'd say, "Yeah. Why not? First of all, my mother was alive. She didn't even have a grave. Second of all, even if she was dead, what's she going to do? Rise from the grave and come and haunt me?
True.
Come and haunt me? All because I told a lie to an 8-year-old? Get fucking real, will ya?
Yo, it's facts, man. It doesn't matter. You swear to God.
Sometimes I would say, "I swear on my mother's tits."
Wow.
Kids are impressed with things like that. I mean, I don't care about my mother's tits either. I don't care if they fell off. Fuck her. Not my problem. They're your tits, Ma. You keep an eye on
Keep
them.
an eye on them, Ma.
Swearing to God doesn't mean anything. Swearing on the Bible doesn't mean anything. You know why? Because Bible or no Bible, God or no God, if it suits their purposes, people are going to lie in
Yeah,
court.
true.
The police do it all the time.
All the time. All the time. Facts.
Yes, they do.
Preach, King,
it's
preach.
part of their job to protect, to serve, and to commit perjury whenever it supports the state's
Commit
case.
perjury, yep.
Swearing on the Bible is just one more way of controlling people and keeping them in line, and it's one more thing that holds us back as a species. Here's one more item for you, the last in our civics book, rights. Boy, everyone in this country is always running around yammering about their fucking rights. I have a right, you have no right, we have a right, they don't have a right.
Yeah.
Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights, okay?
It's make
They're
believe.
imaginary. We made them up.
True.
Like the boogeyman.
So it's
The
time
Three
and
Little
math
Pigs,
and shit, you know.
Pinocchio,
It's all
Mother
made up.
Goose, shit like that.
Language.
Rights are an idea. They're just imaginary. They're a cute idea. Cute. But that's all. Cute and fictional. But if you think you do have rights, let me ask you this. Where do they come from?
People say, well, they come from God. They're God-given rights. Oh, fuck, here we go again. Here we go again.
Yeah.
The God excuse, the last refuge of a man with no answers and no argument, it came from God. Anything we can't describe must have come from God. Personally, folks, I believe that if your rights came from God, He would have given you the right to some food every day, and He would have given you the right to a roof over your head.
Facts.
God would have been looking out for you.
Yeah, exactly.
God would have been looking out
Exactly. God would have gave you everything you need, all your necessities, not this fucking bullshit capitalist. You know what I mean? It's just bull. It's bull. God would have gave you food, a place, education. He would have been looking out for you, right? But when you go to the church, all they do is what? Oh, you donate. Oh, please donate. Donate. Oh, we'll pray for you. We'll pray for you. We'll pray that your dad doesn't die from cancer or that you don't lose your house or whatever. We'll pray. You know what I mean? It's like, get the fuck out of here.
You know that?
Fuck this praying bull.
He would have been worried about making sure you have a gun so you get drunk on Sunday night and kill your girlfriend's parents.
Yeah, facts.
But let's say it's true. Let's say God gave us these rights. Why would He give us a certain number of rights?
Mm-hmm.
The Bill of Rights in this country has 10 stipulations, okay? 10 rights. And apparently God was doing sloppy work that week because we've had to amend the Bill of Rights an additional 17 times.
Yeah, 17
so
amendments.
God forgot a couple of things like slavery.
Slavery, exactly.
Just fucking slipped his mind.
Oh, he just forgot it. Oops. Oops, my bad. I know I'm God and all powerful and all caring and I love everybody and, you know, I want everybody to succeed and love each other. But these people can be enslaved. That's okay. I'm God, by the way. Like, what?
Let's say God gave us the original 10. He gave the British 13. The British Bill of Rights has 13 stipulations. The Germans have 29. The Belgians have 25.
Every country has a different
the Swedish
number.
have only 6. And some people in the world have no rights at all. What
Yeah.
kind of a fucking goddamn God-given
It's
deal
true,
is that?
dude. Like,
no rights at all? Why would God give different people in different countries different numbers of different rights? Boredom?
because he fucking sucks. God sucks.
Amusement? Bad arithmetic? Do we find out at long last, after all this time, that God is weak in math skills?
God is dumb, man.
Doesn't sound like divine planning to me. Sounds more like human planning. Sounds more like...
Yeah, guys, it wasn't God. Like, God doesn't suck, all right? I'm not religious myself, but, you know, God doesn't suck. It's human. It's humans. Humans made this stuff up. We all made it up. All these laws and rules and stipulations and amendments and blah, blah, blah. It's all human-made. You know what I mean? It's not given down by God. It's not divine.
Like one group trying to control another group. In other words, business as usual in America. Now, if you think you do have rights, one last assignment for you. Next time you're at the computer, get on the internet, go to Wikipedia. When you get to Wikipedia, in the search field for Wikipedia, I want you to type in Japanese Americans 1942, and you'll find out all about
internments.
your
Yep,
precious
the internment
rights,
camps
okay?
of In 1942, the Americans put a bunch of Japanese citizens in internment camps because we were scared that those Japanese citizens might attack us. You know, it might be like little terrorist attacks or little insurgents that the Japanese sent over. It's like, what? You guys put them in internment camps? That seems like something the Nazis did. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
All right. You know about it. You know about it. Yeah. In 1942, there were 110,000 Japanese American citizens and good-standing, law-abiding people who were thrown into internment camps simply because their parents were born in the wrong country. That's all they did wrong. They had no right to a lawyer, no right to a fair trial, no right to a jury of their peers, no right to due process of any kind. The only right they had, right this way.
Exactly, dude.
Into the internment camps. Just when these American citizens needed their rights the most, their government took them away. And rights aren't rights if someone can take them away. They're privileges. That's all we've ever had in this country is a bill of temporary privileges. And if you read the news even badly, you know that every year the list gets shorter.
Every year we're losing rights. Look, we just lost Roe v. Wade. You know, we could lose interracial marriage. I think they that might be cemented, though. They might have protected that. But we're losing rights. You know, we could lose them so easily, the snap of a finger. These conservatives, they just want to take all the rights away. Because conservatism, it's in its name. means less rights, you know what I mean, and more rights for a certain majority of people.
Shorter and shorter and shorter.
Not the minority.
You see how sooner or later? Yeah. Sooner or later, the people in this country are going to realize the government does not give a fuck about them.
Yeah,
the government
true.
doesn't care about you or your children or your rights or your welfare
Yeah.
or your safety. It
That's
simply
facts,
doesn't
man. He's
give
so
a fuck
based. I
about
fucking
you.
love George
it's
Carlin.
interested in its own power. That's the only thing, keeping it and expanding it wherever possible. Personally, when it comes to rights, I think one of two things is true. I think either we have unlimited rights or we have no rights at all.
Yeah.
Personally, I lean toward unlimited rights. I feel, for instance, I have the right to do anything I please.
Yep.
But if I do something you don't like,
You get to
I
shoot
think
me.
you have the right to kill me.
Yeah, exactly.
So where are you going to find a fairer fucking deal than that?
Don't hurt
so
someone
the next
else.
time some
and
asshole
you won't get
says
hurt.
to you, I have a right to my opinion, you say, oh yeah, well I have a right to my opinion, and my opinion is you have no right to your opinion. Then shoot the fuck and walk away.
Woo! That was lit, man. That was lit. Now, what else do we have on the bucket? Okay, so this dude, I wanted to take a look at this guy's video real quick. His name is Nick Jones. All right. Seems like a chill guy. Really chill at this point. Look at my man Nick Jones. Looks like he wrote up a Nick Jones. All right. Look at this shit, dude. This is what you look like on God Energy. This is what you look like on God Energy, bro, dude. I'm gonna keep this picture. Just in case, you know, he makes some sort of rebuttal or something. So don't make a rebuttal, bro. No, please make a rebuttal. That's fine. I don't care. I'm a nice guy, don't worry. Just joking around. Anyways, so this guy basically wants to criticize Ethan Klein from h3h3 for basically making a funny joke. So Ethan Klein got in trouble. I mean, he didn't really get in trouble, but the right wing tried. They tried to get him in trouble. Oops, my bad. They tried to get him in trouble by oh my god, again. By like reporting him and stuff for making a joke about stabbing Jesus. You know what I mean? He made a really funny joke about like stabbing Jesus, because like the whole Jewish thing and like how they put Jesus up, the Romans, and you know what I mean? Because some right wingers, some Nazis say that like, oh, the Jews killed Jesus or whatever. Oh, the Jews did it. You know what I mean? And Ethan Klein made a joke referencing Nick Fuentes. You know, oh, I'm gonna stab Nick Fuentes. I'm gonna stab Jesus. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Basically saying that. And this guy, he's taking it all the wrong way. He's taking it all the wrong way.
Listen,
let's see.
I've been pretty tired this whole day, but as soon as I saw this story, I immediately woke up.
Let me put his volume up a bit. I don't think it's loud enough.
Jewish podcaster Ethan Klein.
Look at that. You see how he says Jewish? Jewish podcaster. He's reading it off of here. He's Jewish podcast. Why does it matter if he's Jewish or not? Why do you have to emphasize that point?
Screaming for his Jewish brothers to spear Christ our Lord again. He liked it the first time.
Your Lord doesn't exist. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. He's making a joke. There's no way he can spear Jesus again, because Jesus was, if he was a real person, he's dead now. If he was a real person, and God's not even real, so. Let's see what he says.
Ethan Klein is a massive YouTuber.
Okay, massive YouTuber, Ethan Klein.
Massive YouTuber, almost 2.9
oh, that's a cool costume. I like that.
On YouTube. This is him right here, just so you know, kind of the character that we're dealing with. But massive platform, massive influence.
Massive platform. Ethan Klein, true.
And he said publicly on his podcast, and I'm going to show you the video in a second. I've got the video right here. I'm going to show it to you in a second. Just listen.
Go ahead. Show me the video. I'm ready. I'm ready to observe this anti-Christianity propaganda. He's going to stab Jesus, bro. He's gonna stab Jesus, man. Oh my God.
Some of y'all are gonna be upset after watching that, but nonetheless, I'm gonna show it to you, and then we're gonna have a.
Some of you dummies are gonna be upset after watching this, so just prepare yourself. Prepare your butthole. Prepare your butthole to be clenched.
Conversation about it. But he's calling for his Jewish brothers to spear Christ our Lord again. He liked it the first time, and look, you can read this statement right here. I'm not going to say it out loud. You're going to hear him say it in a second, but
you know what, too? I wish I had my Twitter, but my Twitter got... I think I retweeted something that was shitting on Elon, and my Twitter got, like... I basically got, like, flagged for something, and now I have to re-log in, and I put my phone number in to re-log in, and, like, I never get the text message, the re-authentication, so they just fucked me over. They just fucked me over, my my fucking YouTube Twitter. So, fuck Twitter. Don't follow me on Twitter. Follow me on everything else but Twitter. On all the things that I have on my links. But yeah, so I had a Twitter for my socialist, gaming channel. For my socialist YouTube channel, I had a Twitter. And for some reason, I retweeted, I think it was Greta Thunberg and Andrew Tate or something, or something about, it was something on h3h3. I retweeted Ethan saying, shitting on Elon Musk, and I think my account got flagged, and now I can't really get my password back or log into my Twitter. So fuck Twitter. That's all I'm going to say about Twitter.
Check this out. This is kind of what I was saying about, like, the whole Kanye situation, because Ethan Klein has been very
the whole Kanye,
of Kanye West.
Kanye sucks.
As he should be. I mean, you have the right to be upset, especially, if some...
Kanye, what do you think about... Oh, I don't think I have the...
Many women are
I don't think I have the
Jesus
sound bites enabled.
They're going up to the mountain to be crucified. And they're upset. They're crying. They're grieving. They're hysterical.
Let me see. I want to turn on my sound bites.
But Jesus turned to them. Jesus turned to them in this moment. In this moment where he is beaten so brutally, so bad, to the point where his body is starting to decline. He can barely walk. They had to bring another person in to hey, carry this cross because he can't carry it. That's how badly they've been beating him. Can barely speak. But Jesus turned to them.
Hey Kanye, what do you think about what do you think about Obama, Kanye?
I think Obama killed Palestinians.
Kanye, I don't know about that, buddy. What do you think about Nazis, Kanye?
Well, they did good things too. We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
Aw,
people
dude.
who were concerned about him.
Kanye's off the rails,
people who
bro.
were upset about what was happening to him. In this moment, Jesus turned to them and said, "Daughters of Jerusalem."
So just so you guys are all caught up, this guy caught up to the situation. This guy's criticizing Ethan Klein from h3h3 because he made the whole Jesus Christ, I'm gonna stab Jesus comment. Remember that funny joke? And this dude's getting butthurt about it, and we're just watching the video and seeing what he has to say.
Don't weep for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children.
Okay. Don't weep for me, but weep for your... Okay, what?
Even in this moment. Even in this very moment.
This is Christian cope, man. This is like straight up Christian cope.
Where Jesus has every right to just make the situation all about himself.
It's funny how these people never blame Rome. You notice that? They always blame the Jews who killed Jesus or whatever, or like all these other stupid points, but they never blame Rome itself. Rome was the reason why they killed Jesus. Rome used Jesus Christ and Christianity as like propaganda, and they basically killed Jesus, and they spread a bunch of propaganda about, Jews and shit. So it was Rome. It wasn't like the Jews or whatever. It wasn't Ethan Klein.
He sees that people are upset, and he says, "You know what? Don't weep for me.
Okay.
But weep for yourselves and for your children."
So what's your point, bro? Can you get to the point already? Are you just mad that like he made a funny joke about Christianity? At the expense of Nick Fuentes, by the way, who is a Nazi. So if this guy's trying to criticize Ethan Klein, he's definitely not criticizing Nick Fuentes, which Ethan Klein is basically like forming the joke around. It's supposed to be like a little gotcha towards Nick Fuentes. Nick Jones.
For the days are coming when they will say, fortunate indeed are the women who are childless, the wombs that have not borne a child, and the breasts that have never nursed.
What?
People will beg the mountains.
All right. We got to bring in some friends in here. I don't know what's going on, but like, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Shit.
Hills bury us. For if these things are done when the tree is green, what will happen when it is dry? 2 other brothers, both criminals, were led out to be executed with him.
What would happen when it's dry?
When they came to the place called the Skull, they nailed him to the cross, and the criminals were also crucified. One on his
what will we do without man?
Left. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they...
There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
Oh no, Kanye, stop it. You're crazy, buddy. You're crazy.
Jesus said, Father, forgive them. Forgive them. Forgive the ones that are hurting me. Forgive the ones that are speaking negative. Forgive the ones that are talking crap about me in this moment. Forgive all of that. Forgive them. They don't know what they're doing.
So Jesus said, forgive them. Right? Why aren't you forgiving Ethan Klein, bro? Nick Jones, why don't you forgive Ethan Klein already? Like, I don't understand what like your whole little butthurt episode here is about.
Said, Father, forgive them. Forgive them. Forgive the ones that are hurting me. Forgive the ones that are speaking negative.
So if Ethan Klein makes a joke at the expense of Jesus, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna stab you, Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna do it again." You're supposed to forgive Ethan. You know what I mean? You're supposed to forgive him. That's literally what Jesus is saying, and you just read it out loud.
Or the Father that are talking crap about me in this moment, forgive all of that. Forgive them. They don't know what they're doing.
Okay. Yeah, Nick.
You know what amazes me, and this is why I would suggest that you watch The Passion of the Christ. What amazes me is that
don't watch that. Don't watch The Passion of the Christ, whatever that is.
During this whole sequence of events where Jesus is being crucified, you see all these people are beating him, yelling at him, calling him,
Are you gonna play the
crazy names?
You never played the fucking
crazy
video,
to
dude.
God.
Hurry
literally
up.
talking crazy to God. Literally beating God.
Okay.
All these people are going off. This dude is literally, his body is declining.
Okay, dude.
And throughout this whole series of events, he never sinned. Not one moment.
Okay. What's your point?
He never even had a negative thought that went across his mind against all the people who were beating him.
This is some fucking Jordan Peterson speak. Like, this man hasn't made a point at all in this entire time of talking. He's been talking for like 7 minutes, 10 minutes now about, Ethan Klein or whatever, and he hasn't brought up a single point. He said the Father said to forgive them. So I'm telling him, hey, why don't you forgive Ethan Klein for making that joke about stabbing Jesus, which I thought was pretty funny. And this man just, I don't know, he's just...
Against all the people who were calling him out of his name. He never
reading
even
some
had
Bible
a single negative thought.
Okay, I get it.
Because sin is at the thought level.
Okay, go on.
The Bible says even if you look at a woman with lustful desire, you have committed adultery. So even if we hate somebody in our minds, it's just like we committed murder. Jesus didn't even have a hateful thought in his mind for any of these people speaking badly against him. In fact, he said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing.
Okay, dude, get to the point, buddy. Nick Jones. Nick Jones, get to the fucking point already. Get to the point, Nick Jones.
That's the same mentality we have to have.
Watch the fucking video already. Nick, do you even watch the video?
Crazy, who blaspheme him, who mock him. He knew that.
Oh my God, this dude, bro. This dude's like a fucking. He's like a long Bible quote. Like his entire existence is like a Bible quote.
On the cross because
can you cover the video already, sir?
Salvation available.
I skipped forward. He doesn't cover it. Oh my God, he doesn't cover the fucking video. I came onto this dude's video to see what he has to say. Look, here it is. See that? I was trying to see what he has to say, but the whole video is just looking at pictures of Jesus getting destroyed by Rome, and then talking about how Ethan is like evil or whatever, and like sin. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
Give me the hammer and the spikes. I'm putting it up there.
If someone could do it, it's easy.
That's funny, dude.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
I liked it the first time, and I'll do it again.
Do it again.
Nick.
That's funny.
I'm getting on a call
That's
with all my
comedy.
Jewish brothers and sisters.
There's 30 minutes left. I really
And he
wanna
says
make
this
Dan
is.
proud. Let's
He also says this is dedicated to Nick Fuentes, which is a fucking Nazi. So he's kind of like making fun of Nick. But that other guy, Nick Jones, that we just watched, was mad at Ethan. Like, what, dude? Like, you're supposed to.
You know what I'm planning this Christmas?
No.
A mock execution.
You're supposed to forgive thy
Jesus
neighbor
Christ.
or whatever.
No.
Give me the hammer and the spikes. I'm putting it up there.
If
That was
someone
good.
could,
I like that episode, actually. That was a great episode. This guy's tripping. Nick Jones, you tripping, dog? The quartering. Oh my God, the quartering's also tripping. Should we even check the quartering out? Oh my God, let's check the quartering out. Let's check the fucking quartering out. I'm gonna speed this up on double speed though, because the quartering is a very slow talker, and he's probably gonna have some very weird content on here that I might have to skip, like the whole Jesus getting strung up shit. I gotta pass that. That's very that's probably TOS. Oh God.
Do it live. Give me the spear. I'll do it again. We'll do it live.
I don't want to get in trouble, man. I'm scared some shit's gonna pop up.
Uh-oh.
I'll do it again.
Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
I liked it the first time, and
Do
I'll
it
do
live,
it again. Nick.
Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Yikes. Some interesting commentary to make here. Look.
Oh God, here's the quarter pounder.
I'm sure it's a joke.
It is a joke.
Banned off of YouTube for this. Let's just get that all out of the way. What I find interesting though is the self-destructive behavior.
It's a
really
joke.
Baffling. It's really interesting to watch. It's almost like the stuff with Ye, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's nothing like the stuff with Ye. He's comparing Ethan Klein making a joke, you know, mock execution of God or Jesus, which was not a real figure, and if he was a real figure, he was just a normal dude, you know. That was probably, you know, started a whole movement. That's it. I mean, he wasn't no literal god of like a god, a son of a god or whatever. But this dude's comparing Ethan Klein's jokes to fucking Ye? Excuse me? Hey Kanye, this guy's saying that you're similar to Ethan Klein. Is that true? Is that?
Well, they did good things too. We're gonna stop dissing the Nazis all the time.
Nah, dude, that's not comparable, bro. That's not comparable.
One group doesn't mean the other. But look, it's
I
fine.
love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
So he's saying Ethan Klein's comments are similar to this guy's comments right here. Huh?
I think Obama killed Palestinians. There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
A lot of things. So quartering is comparing
Like Ethan opens his mouth and just says something heinous.
Ethan's
I guess
comments
get into
to
the news.
Ye. No,
I don't think
that's
this is
not
the kind
comparable
of news
at all.
that he wants. You know, I don't actually think this is helping his cause. I don't think that this is helping grow his channel.
It is.
And it's really kind of disturbing. Like a super, you know, Christian kind of guy.
He's
But I
doing
understand
great.
how many of my audience are, and I respect them.
Ethan Klein's
I
doing
respect
great, buddy.
Really all religious beliefs. And I just seem sponsor better PCs. Huge shout out to the
I love Ethan Klein's
military
comedy.
veteran. You get complicated. Watch his show. It seems like it's just so sad and it makes people really angry.
Ethan Klein's show is sad. No, it's not. You're just a pussy, dude.
Doing my part. So you could say
You're a
This is from a show he does
PPPP word
with internet himbo Hasan Piker.
Okay,
Hasan's
he
not
is a
walking
himbo.
around playing other people's content while he's not even in his chair and collecting tons of money from kids on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna
He
collect
does a
money from
show
you now,
with Ethan,
quartering.
occasionally, it doesn't even seem like
And
it's that
Nick
often, maybe it's every
Jones.
other week or whatever. I couldn't care less what either of these people have to say about politics. That's really not interesting to me.
sit in your parents' basement and cry about it.
Shout out to whoever put this up and bleeped out the curse words.
Yeah.
And I do it again. Give me the spear.
Uh-oh.
I'll do it again.
You're gonna piss off the weird hysterical nerds, dude.
Yeah, and he did piss off the weird hysterical nerds because we got one right here. Look at this weird hysterical nerd right here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I'm gonna save that picture. Quarter pounder. You're going next to Nick Jones, bro. You're going next to Nick Jones, quarter pounder.
If Jesus was here on the cross, I'd swear it.
I'm gonna turn you into an NFT, Nick.
Even Hasan
quartering
appears to be uncomfortable.
Oh
which
God!
is
Imagine
saying a
Nick
lot.
and the quartering teamed up, dude, to
Now,
get
again,
me.
This doesn't offend me. It's just a sad. What it's really, it's just like the sad attempt for. What do you think the
my
word for it is?
God,
like,
dude, he talks so slow. He's on 1.25 speed and he's still slow.
Trying to be edgy, I guess. At 40 years old, he's
Here
trying
we
to be
go.
edgy. So like, he says weird, heinous things. But you know, a lot of people are religious, and a lot of people see, you know, Jesus as their Lord and Savior.
Who
A lot of friends
cares?
of mine do. And
Just
I
don't
respect
watch
that
the
1000%.
video
And
then.
they
Are you
didn't like this.
butthurt?
The response to
You-
it from Christians hasn't been awesome.
They're
No,
coping,
it's not gonna-
dude.
That'd be funny if he got banned
No, I'm
for
not
that.
gonna get
That's
in
an
trouble for that.
insane thing. No shot.
Give me that.
Oh well. Again, I want to be very clear. I don't want to ban either. I want the content to react to. I want to be able to critique it. You know, I think
Okay, I'm
that Ethan
critiquing
is-
your
you know, we've all
content
said
right
some
now,
heinous things, just, man, he's
Mr.
on-
Quarter.
he's
So I
on
don't want
Bender
to see
saying very
any
heinous
like,
things.
I don't want to see any like flags or copyright claims or whatever thrown my way, motherfuckers. Cause I'm reviewing your content. I'm pausing and shit. I'm talking a lot. You know, I even shouted out your little shitty ass, your big channels actually compared to mine.
A hammer in the spike. I'm putting it up there.
If someone could do it, it's Ethan. He'll find a way.
I'll do it again.
He's gonna
I
do
liked
it.
it the first time, and I'll do it again, Nick.
He's gonna do it again. The crucifixion.
I'm getting on a call with all my Jewish brothers and sisters.
There's 30 minutes left. I really want to make Dan proud. Let's.
You know what I'm planning this Christmas?
No.
A mock execution of Jesus Christ.
No.
Yeah, dude, do it.
It's like he can't. First of all, it happened on Easter.
You
like,
do know that like Republicans do mock executions of like Obama and shit. Like they'll put like an Obama scarecrow up and shit, and like, you know what I mean? Like this is done all the time, bro. It's freedom of speech. Stop being a little triggered baby boy.
like the most like third grade level education.
Little
around
triggered baby
Christianity
boy.
knows what Easter is. So Christmas would not exactly be the right day. I suppose if you wanted to do that around your home on Christmas, I guess you don't celebrate Christmas, you celebrate Hanukkah. So yes, okay, you can recreate the crucifixion on Christmas, Ethan, I suppose.
30 minutes left. I really
Ethan's
wanna
a
make Dan proud.
comedian,
Let's-
guys. Okay, that's
You
why
know
we're
what I'm playing
reacting to
this
Ethan.
It's like he
'Cause
knows
he
there's
is
like
funny.
this blood in
I
the water.
like
He knows that he's saying something insane, but he has to like double and triple and quadruple down, which
He's
I
not
guess,
saying
you know,
something insane. In the Bible, the whole reason why Jesus was killed was to take the sins off of the world, right? Jesus was killed by the Romans, by the way, not by fucking. I mean, there might have been some Jews that were like in the Roman army or whatever. Like, you know, it's possible, you know what I mean? But there is Rome. It wasn't like the Jews or whatever. It was Rome. It wasn't the Jews. Rome killed Jesus, right? And in the religion, the whole point of Jesus dying is so that our sins get basically like washed away, right? So the whole point of Jesus dying is to like rid the world of sin. So in their very own criticism, they're like, if Jesus never died, the sin will be in the world. So I just don't get why they're criticizing Ethan Klein. I don't get
again,
it.
It doesn't offend me.
It makes
He's
no
clearly
sense.
saying this for comedic purposes, but a lot of Christians don't think it's very funny. And I think it's very fair to
Who
point out.
cares what Christians think? If you don't think it's funny, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. I don't want you if you don't think it's funny.
That if he had said this about any other religious leader, it might be very different.
Mock execution
Get out of here.
of Jesus Christ.
No.
Dedicated to Nick Fuentes.
So interesting reaction.
Yeah,
uncomfortable-
dedicated to Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is a fucking neo-Nazi, guys. He's a neo-Nazi. This joke was dedicated to Nick Fuentes. The quartering is, I guess, defending Nick Fuentes at this point? Because he didn't mention Nick Fuentes. He didn't say Nick Fuentes bad, but Ethan also bad. He just said Ethan bad for saying the joke that's dedicated to Nick Fuentes, a Nazi. That's bad. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I don't
A lot
get
of
it.
the comments, the older he gets, the sadder it is. Absolutely not. It looks it's going to be a point where you're losing more than you're gaining. You're probably
This
still bringing
dude
in
is
new
just
audience
such a
after
fucking
creating a
loser,
account or whatever,
man.
but it would be greatly appreciated. You see Tyler Henson writing, Ethan Klein saying that he's planning this mock whatever. for
They're
Christmas,
literally
giving
trying
hammer
to
and spike.
cancel
I'll put him up
Ethan
there.
for like a
Ethan
really
Hassan
dumb
seems
joke.
uncomfortable. Lauren Chen, who's also Christian. Ethan Klein is the type of person who would
Look
call
at all
us
these people. Lauren Chen. These are all losers.
a slight breeze anti-Semitic if it knocked over the tub of Cool Whip he was nursing. And yet, this is the way he talks about another religion. I think that's a fair criticism. Vatican Dublin, I don't know who this is, but
I don't know who that guy is, but
here's Jewish podcaster Ethan Klein screaming for his Jewish brothers too.
I don't know who this guy is, but I was reviewing another guy's video. His name was Nick Jones, and Nick Jones pointed out this exact tweet, Vatican Dublin. And if I had Twitter, I would look up this guy to see if he has any weird anti-Semitic stuff. But my Twitter was taken down. It was like my YouTube's Twitter, my socialist. It was my YouTube Twitter, and it was taken down, I think, because I retweeted Ethan, actually. I retweeted something Ethan posted, and I think... I wouldn't be surprised if my shit got striked down just because Elon Musk is a little baby boy. So, fuck Twitter.
You know, spear him again. He liked it the first time. He's planning to do this again.
But if I had Twitter, I would dig into this
for the Vatican
more.
To get erased off the planet. I'm
So
not
he
sure.
likes Ben Shapiro. He likes the
Here's the
Pope.
clip of the Vatican one. To remove the Vatican from the planet.
All right, look.
I don't think
the Vatican joke was a little more edgy, but it was still a joke, dude. Like, what do you want to do? Are you trying to cancel? Are you gonna cancel culture? Are you trying to get them banned? They're trying to get Ethan banned, dude. These people are like losers.
Particularly off limits for comedy. I don't think that this is funny, but that doesn't mean it's not a joke. I do
Okay,
think it's really more sad than anything. I feel
It's
bad
sad,
for Hasan.
okay, it's
Hasan's
sad.
star is still rising a little bit. Certainly, he'll have a nice prominence boost when during the presidential election in 2024.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that he'd want to continue to sit next to Ethan Klein. This is a bad look. On top of, getting banned off Twitter. I mean, this has been some downfall. If you actually think about it,
That's not a downfall,
like him
bro.
and
He knew he was gonna get banned. He knew he was gonna get banned on Twitter. That's why he did it. Like, you don't watch him. Like, why are you even putting words in his mouth, dude?
Ethan Klein, and is following the same arc as Ye, but not as crazy.
No, he's not. You just said not as crazy. Ye is crazy. Ethan is not crazy. Ethan's actually using his freedom of speech to make good jokes.
Got himself banned off Twitter on purpose. Got his wife banned off Twitter. I'm sure she's not happy about that.
Like
got,
George Carlin.
Several YouTube
guys. We just watched George Carlin. George Carlin wasn't a clean mouthed individual. He said bad words. He literally in joking form, he threatened oligarchs and shit, rich people. He shit on capitalism. He shit on conservatives. He shit on people that hate abortion. So like, you can be a comedian and also punch up and use bad words and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. You can be offensive and be a good comedian, but you need to do it right. You got to do it right.
Said some heinous things about Ben Shapiro. Again, was it a joke when he said that if there's another big H that he hopes it happens to Ben Shapiro?
That was a joke too. I thought that joke was pretty funny, cause I like history and like the shit that happened. That's crazy, and they're both Jewish, so I feel like he should be able to say that.
Hero first.
He should
Probably
be able to say
not
that.
a good one, but this time he goes after Christians, and people aren't very happy. And I think that, I understand where, you have Melanie Mack here, who's a Christian, saying if he thinks he's going to hurt anyone but himself, he's going to be in for a rude awakening. Melanie is very open about her faith, and, she didn't care for this. She writes, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If he thinks mocking Jesus is going to hurt anyone but himself, he's in for a rude awakening.
It didn't hurt him,
Wouldn't wanna
so
be you, bro.
You guys are just mad because it didn't hurt him.
Mock Jesus. It's not off limits, but you probably have some Christian viewers, I would imagine.
You know what's funny? These people get mad when somebody mocks, let's say, Islam or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Some some religion that takes it really seriously. These people will get triggered and mad. Because those are, you know what I mean? Like, those other religions, they don't accept mockery of their God, right? These people would call those people savages, though. And like, oh, illiterate, oh, Muslim, blah, 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 blah. But that these guys are acting like little bitches, getting mad over jokes, too. So, wow. How similarly they think, right? How similar their mindsets, these people, these conservatives.
She writes, they tell themselves when they say they hate God, it proves they know he is real. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not a very super religious person, and, I'm not personally offended by this. I'm more interested in the
Sounds
downfall.
like you are.
There's
sounds like
a
you
point
are
here
offended
where,
because you're
viewership
focusing on
was
his
up for him in
downfall.
November, but it was.
So it does sound like you're a little offended, Quartering. And by the way, he took his logo from like some sort of He took his logo, the logo the Quartering has. He stole that from like a fucking like a hair cuttery, and just changed it up a little bit. But he basically
pretty
stole his
low
logo.
for the rest of the year. So maybe these wild outbursts are helping the channel. It's possible. He had an all-time low in January. Maybe he took some time off.
They
I
are
think.
helping the
But,
channel, bro, because he's entertaining.
The channel is not appealing. The best month he's had since last July was gaining 0 subs. That's probably got more to do with it. He's probably bored. He probably doesn't want to do this job anymore.
He
I
does
gotta
want to
guess
do
he's
the
lost
job.
his passion for it, so he's just willing to say just absolutely insane things, and he probably doesn't care about getting banned. But
He doesn't care about getting banned. He's still passionate about it, idiot. You were just looking in too deep into like each h3h3. You're like, you want him to fail, bro. You want him to fail. Anyways, let's move on. We have Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder at TCon Midwest Part 1. Subscribe to Ed Morrissey. Morrissey, I don't know. There's his picture if you guys want it. Subscribe to him, check him out. That's where I'm seeing the video from. Let's see how funny this guy is. Obama in 012. Obama.
That's racist.
I mean, what's the joke? Just Obama? Black? Like, is that it? Just Obama? Like, hi, Obama. He black. Because what would have been the joke if it was a white president? You know what I mean? Like, is it just that he's a Democrat or that he's his skin color? Like, what is it? I don't get the joke.
Oh man, we got a good group. Glad to be here. Do we have anyone here who's served in the United States military? Anyone here? By round of applause? Yeah.
Anybody here a murderer with a 10x kill streak on maybe some drone pilot around here? Anybody? Anybody blow up you know, a small town in the Middle East with a drone strike? Anybody around here? No? Anybody you know, took pot shots at you know, a small town in the middle of nowhere in the Middle East? No? Oh, okay. Army, Air Force,
Navy Corpsman?
Navy Corpsman,
Hello, Corpsman. Guten Tag, Corpsman. That's how you say it in Austrian. So.
Guten Tag? Bro, look at that, the fascism coming out of him.
Glad to be here. Folks, I gotta tell you, really, the only reason I'm here is because recently a job application of mine was declined by Acorn, so...
I don't know what Acorn is.
To be fair, I did show up to the job interview dressed as a prostitute. They never promised the hooker thing. They were just looking to go younger, so...
That's not
so
good.
I drove here, which is great. Last time I came to Chicago, I took the Greyhound bus. And I don't want to say if you take the Greyhound bus, you're ugly, but if you're ugly, you take the Greyhound bus.
Ugly people.
So I drove here. Notice a really disturbing trend in cars nowadays. I don't know if you folks have seen these dream catchers. Is this thing working? Okay, thank you, sir. Thanks for, you got my back. Appreciate it, Mr. Corpsman. Hurry, car. Oh, come on, it's all the same in Austrian. And notice a disturbing trend. Dream catchers hanging from rear view mirrors in cars.
Oh God, dream
It's
catchers.
Native American Indian contraption consists of wooden hoops and feathers, supposed to help you sleep soundly.
Native American wooden contraption, bro? Why do you gotta say it like that? Like Native, what? Is it Native? I mean, is it just Native American? I'm sure other cultures make similar things, you know?
Why the heck would you need a dream catcher in your car?
It's a decorative object, you fucking idiot. It's to decorate your car. If you want a dream catcher in your car, it'll look nice. You know what I mean? Like, you don't literally need to sleep, man.
I mean, it's one thing to fall asleep at the wheel, but to plan on it? That's selfish. Not to mention, I don't care if you do have a dream catcher in your car, okay? If you fall asleep at the wheel with over 800 pounds of steel glass and gasoline behind you, it's gonna be a bad dream.
Yeah, we know
No
that.
one wakes up from that refreshed.
No one buys a fucking dream catcher to fall asleep in their car. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, it's for decoration, idiot.
Of course, I did grow up in Canada.
Yeah,
Thanks.
go back to Canada. Go back to where you came from, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I might have a little bias against Canadians, bro. I don't know, man. Ted Cruz, Steven Crowder, who else? There has to be other terrible fucking Canadians out there, but there's a bunch of bad Canadians. I don't know what's going on in Canada. You mean Canada or is it Little America, huh?
Now live in New York. Sorry, thank you, sir. Now live in New York City. One day decided I was going to go to New York. Make
Oh, he lives in New York. What a lib.
Microphone in my hand, apparently.
What a lib, bro.
But, I said, I'm going to go to New York. Maybe it's a combination of the shirt on my back, 3 clean pairs of underwear.
What a lib, bro.
2, actually, after I went through Spanish Harlem.
Wow. So he's basically saying Spanish Harlem is like dangerous, and they scared him because he's like a very fragile individual. You know, oh, scary Spanish people. Oh, ay, me van a matar. Ay, ay. Like what, dude?
I bumped into a guy there. He got mad. He's like, oh, hey, man. Who do you think you are? Okay? Oh, I know your kind. I know how your people treat my people. I'm like, whoa, man.
Oh my god, dude.
From Canada? We don't even have your people. Okay?
Oh my god. We're from Canada. We have no Hispanics here. And he didn't do a good Hispanic voice too. He kind of sounded a little Asian. The Asian was bleeding into his Spanish. His Spanish skill there. Spanish linguistics.
Because you guys got some thugs here in the States, right? I know. I watch MTV. The worst part is, though, I don't know if you've noticed this trend in these rap videos. These gangsters all wear earrings.
Oh, gangsters' earrings.
That's not intimidating.
That's not intimidating, but I'm sure if a gangster with an earring went up to him, he would shit himself, just like how he sounded when he asked the guy, oh, we don't have you around here. I'm from Canada.
Like, yeah, dog, what's going on, bro? I gotta tell you, I like your earrings. Oh my gosh, they're 14 karat. They were super expensive.
Bro, earrings, just because you wear earrings doesn't mean you're gay. Like, you can wear earrings and be straight. You know, like, it's not a big deal.
Of course, I grew up in a high school which was largely Middle Eastern, so you get these Middle Eastern wannabe thugs. You're nice people, but you can't pull off the thug look. Like, oh, you know what? I am going to mess you up hardcore.
Oh my god, was that Indian?
Hey, check out the German white boy. I want my nut on the left. Thugs.
What'd he say?
Of course, I grew up in a high school which was largely Middle Eastern, so you
Middle Eastern? That's how he thinks Middle Eastern people sound?
these
He sounded like literally from India.
Middle Eastern wannabe thugs. You're nice people, but you can't pull off the thug look. Like, oh, you know what? I am going to mess you up hardcore.
Wow, so funny, man. See, this is like conservative, like political comedy. It's just not good. And like racist comedy, like, oh my god, this is terrible, dude.
I want my nut on the left side. Yes, that's the crib side. They're cruising down the street for chicks like. It's gonna get a comment at Media Matters.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got some candidates in the race going on now. We got Mitt Romney. Big Romney fans here? I'm not him.
Yeah, we know that. We know you're not Mitt Romney. You don't look like Mitt Romney at all.
Flip-flopped in a few things, and more recently attacked a lot of conservatives for calling Social Security a Ponzi scheme. But we have guys like that in Canada over there. We just call them liberals. So,
Ha ha ha, liberals.
Whoa.
Ha
Herman Cain. There you go.
ha, Herman Cain. Yeah, he died, right? Didn't he?
It's tough not to like the guy.
Didn't he die from COVID or something?
But more importantly, it's tough not to respect a guy who's that successful in every aspect of his life. You're talking financially, his business, his political career, his relationships. Folks, I hear that he's got a smoking hot Chilean model at home.
Yeah, okay.
Apparently she's a 9, so...
Are you trying to make fun of Chilean people, dude? Are you saying Chilean people are ugly?
Logically, I think he's the only candidate we can run. I think statistically, he's the only one we can run because, you know, once you go black,
Wow. That's so funny, man. Once you go black, you don't come back. Is that what you're trying to say?
Is he here? Is he laughing if he's here? Is he back there? Dear God, I hope the possible future president of the United States is laughing. Otherwise,
Wow,
as soon as you
Steven
get to
Crowder,
the
man.
office,
The top, the cream of the crop in comedy, dude. Like, I'm like falling asleep here. Like, I literally want to hit a bowl now because I'm so fucking bored of this.
That boy audited. I don't know why Herman Cain sounds like Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, why does he sound like Morgan
I
Freeman?
got Vice President Andy Dufresne. Oh man, the media though, they have a.
The media.
They like Obama. They like this guy.
They like
I don't wanna say
Obama.
The media has a tort.
They like Obama? Yeah, I like Obama too. I like how Trump says it. Trump says it the best. Obama. Obama.
Love affair with Barack Obama, or even that Brian Williams wants to be his girlfriend, but.
You want to have a love affair with a Barack Obama?
I mean, you had to name this guy the sexiest man in America, Barack Obama, by People Magazine. Really?
Yeah, I mean,
The sexiest man in America?
he's not the sexiest, but I mean, Obama was fairly attractive. You know what I mean? Like, he was a handsome guy. After he got out of office, though, he looked like a fucking old corpse. You saw his hair was all gray and shit.
The guy who looks like the photo negative of Alfred E. Newman, okay?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm trying to find this shit funny, guys. I'm literally I'm looking at conservative comedy,
Radio on those things, all right?
and then like comedy that punches up, right? Because conservative comedy punches down, and I just don't. Conservative comedy sucks, man. It's not funny.
Celebrities, they do. They love Barack Obama. I saw recently he had Janine Garofalo on with Joy Behar.
Whoa.
I know, I'm with you. Janine Garofalo, why is she still around? She looks like the Octomom minus the charm.
Okay, making fun of people's looks. All right, some people find that funny. I mean,
And Joy Behar, listen.
okay.
I mean, I don't want to say, listen, okay? I understand that people can disagree with us.
Shoot,
and they're
man,
not
I'm gonna speed this up,
necessarily
guys.
dumb.
This shit's
They're just
too whack.
misguided. But Joy Behar is so mind-numbingly stupid.
Joy Behar?
You could be sitting across from her, talking with her, and not even having the same conversation.
It's so stupid, and she doesn't literally like
Behar, I think
talk
it's
about the same topic.
I don't think that we should be passing it down to our children. I know, like my ex-husband never used to wash his feet.
My ex-husband never washed his feet. Oh.
No, I mean, I'm just saying that, you know, we're passing a debt down onto our children that they can. I know, I love blueberry pancakes. Should you seek counseling? We had,
Great.
The CNN Tea Party coverage.
It's great
I remember
content.
that the first time it happened. Remember that lady reporter? She was talking back to Anderson Cooper. She's at the Tea Party. She's like, Anderson, I'm here at the first Tea Party gathering, but I don't really think this is family doing.
See, this is why Steven Crowder doesn't do comedy anymore, guys, because he's trash. He's like literally the worst comedian. Most right-wing comedians are trash. Look at Dave Chappelle recently. Look at him bringing Elon Musk on, you know, to like the fucking stage. Can we look that up? Can we look at Dave? Let's look that up. Dave Chappelle, Elon Musk. Bro, like nobody likes these conservatives. And if you're gonna do a comedy show, why are you gonna bring on fucking Elon Musk, bro? Right? You know what I mean? Like what are you doing? Why would you do that? Nobody wants to see Elon. We came here to see Dave Chappelle. But Dave Chappelle's like, oh, well, Elon's my conservative friend. Oh, I gotta bring him on. And everyone fucking boos. Yep, there's the crowd. You can hear the boos in the background, but they get louder over time.
Cheers and boos, I see.
Cheers and boos, I see.
Elon.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave. Boo! You brought the unfunny guy.
It sounds like some of them people you fired are in the audience.
Ha ha ha! That joke was actually kind of funny, but leftists don't watch Dave Chappelle. Liberals and leftists or whatever, like college students, we don't go to Dave Chappelle shows, guys. These are all boomers and like conservatives in here, and they're booing him.
Hey, wait a minute. Those of you booing.
Hey, wait a minute. You got terrible seats. You got terrible seats, guys.
Tough road ahead, like sounds like.
Where is that at? Terrible seats. Do I not have it?
All those people are booing, and I'm just pointing out the obvious.
You got terrible seats.
All coming from way up there, niggas. The last minute, non-playing niggas. Boo!
Boo! Yeah. Boo. If you're not anti-LGB, get out of here. Boo! We don't want you. Listen, guys. Listen.
Whatever. Look, motherfucker. This nigga is not even trying to die on Earth. His whole business model is.
This rich billionaire that's never gonna talk to a plebeian like you doesn't even want to die on Earth. He wants to leave Earth and start his own kingdom. Why don't you appreciate him? Like,
Earth, I'm leaving anyway.
Get out of Earth, bro. We don't want you on Earth. Get out of here. Fuck you. Get out of here. Nobody cares if you leave, Elon. Get the fuck out of here.
Whatever kind of pussy they got up there, that's what we'll be doing. Anti-gravity titty bars. Follow your dreams, bitch, and the money just flow all over the room.
Anti-gravity titty farms. Bars. Cool. As soon as they show Elon on the screen, people start fucking booing.
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this opportunity. The first comedy club on Mars. That should be mine. A deal's a deal, Musk.
You got terrible seats.
You niggas can boo if you want. This nigga gave me a jetpack last Christmas.
Oh, he gave you a jetpack. Cool.
Fly right past your house, nigga. Boo these nuts and you'll find my jetpack.
Hey guys, Elon gave me a jetpack, and like that's why he's my friend. So can you not boo? Can you not boo Elon, please?
I can't wait to see which story you decimate next, motherfucker. You shut the fuck up with your boos. There's something better than you can do. Booing is not the best thing you can do. Try it.
So what should we do then, Chappelle? How do we tell this man to get the fuck out of my face? Huh, in a big crowd, how do we do that? Seems like the only way to do it is by booing. But you are upset that we are booing you. And you can hear the camera guys sucking their D's. I love you, man. Oh, I love you, Elon. Give me some Bitcoin, bro. Give me the Tesla. Give me some money, man.
I am your ally. I wish everybody in this auditorium peace and the joy of feeling.
Yeah, like Dave Chappelle's a fucking anti-trans like propagandist at this point. You know what I mean? Like they're not. They just punch down. Let's finish this. Let's finish this fucking loser.
Here to protest higher taxes. Addison, that's you, so you can tell more vulgar teabagging jokes. Which he likes, you know. Cute little Anderson. Anderson, next stop, Chaz Bono. That's kind of the... Oh, stop it. You know the scale. I remember Bill Maher reasons on it. You're going to hate this next bit.
Ha 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 ha.
Talking about the Tea Party, he goes, what I don't understand is why these teabaggers are so angry. And so throwing up his dainty little hands makes him funnier, right? I'm like, really, Bill? You just dismissed an entire group of people as nothing more than a vulgar sexual innuendo, and you wonder why they're upset? That'd be like Robert Byrd tossing on his hood outside a 60s civil rights protest, yelling, what's eating the blacks?
Ah.
Too soon? Is that? I don't think the rules apply to a Klansman. I don't know.
This is comedy.
Man, I do go to the Tea Party. I gotta say, I was there for the first Tea Parties. Do we have any people here who have helped organize them over the a round of applause? Folks, give them a round of applause. That's amazing what they do.
Oh, you help organize a tea party? Oh, yeah, come on.
We're the only group of protesters who leave a place actually cleaner than you found it.
Ha ha ha. That's so funny.
I once was at a tea party where there was some mild trash left over, and the members were actually walking around picking it up with pokey sticks. And MSNBC is like, they're trying to stab African Americans with pokey
Wow.
sticks. Worst person in the world.
These tea partiers are so good, man.
I agree with you, Keith. Yeah. Sorry, I don't like getting my news from a lady who sounds like Seth Rogen. Okay, it doesn't work.
All right, the last thing I want to cover. All right, the last thing I want to cover is Hasan versus Tate. We'll do Andrew Tate. We'll do some Hasan versus Andrew Tate. Which one should we check out? Hasan Hobby Industries. We'll just check out Hasan's main channel.
Andrew, I've seen some of your work as you're doing the rounds on Twitch here. And
Let me put the volume
a lot
up
of the
real
things
quick.
That you said that you've been called out on, specifically in regards to like women driving, as a matter of fact, are just generally untrue. There's no empirical evidence to back up those claims, which is why you resort to anecdotes quite frequently.
Literally.
And say things like, oh, well, it's just common sense, right? But it's not technically common sense. It's just your personal
Look
opinion.
at the males. Males
completely
commit way more fucking traffic incidents than women, dude.
Now, when I say these, yeah, exactly. And when I say these things,
Like, just look at a fucking bar. Have you ever been to a bar? You know how many fights happen at a bar? Like, I know dudes are drunk and shit, but guys just, we can't control our, like, anger sometimes. Like, dudes are very reactionary, if you want to say.
X amount of people agree with me and X amount of people disagree.
We fuck around a lot, you know? We want to break the laws. We want to just drive crazy. We want to do, you know? It happens. Guys take more risks.
Agree with me. That's fine, and that's the same of nearly any statement in the world.
Okay,
I can say the world is round, and there'll be a percentage of people who disagree with me. That's totally and utterly fine.
Yeah, you can say the world is... Oh, he said round. The world is round, right? And yeah, people will disagree with you, but you are right because you have evidence behind your claim. You know what I mean?
Personal experiences, and my experiences, men are better drivers than women. I'm not saying there's no good female drivers. I'm not saying a female can't.
No. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. There is a truth, and then there is your own personal experiences backed by anecdotes, right?
Yeah, backed by anecdotes.
Your own personal opinion backed by anecdotes from your own personal experiences. Now, your own personal experiences are oftentimes going to be incorrect and not close to the reality.
It's gonna be biased.
That's why there's an entire field of statistical analysis. That's why we do empirical. That's why we rely on empirical evidence when we're making decisions.
The whole
why?
video.
Because we all carry a bunch of personal biases, and when we analyze situations, we do not have enough scope to grasp the entirety of the situation. We cannot comprehend it with our human brains.
Bro, listen,
which is why when it comes to women driving, it's a funny point because the truth is different. The truth is the exact opposite.
No, listen. First things first. There's lies, there's damn lies, and there's statistics. I'm sure you've heard that from Mark Twain. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're deriving.
You can massage, you can massage numbers, but
Mark Twain.
You're
Who's
deriving
Mark
the truth from
Twain?
an internet study. That's fine. You can.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who Mark Twain is.
The truth of life is the truth that you experience as an individual. That is the only truth that we all live within. You live within your truths, I live within my truths, because these are the truths I've experienced as an individual. If certain things happen to you over and over and over and over and over again, but the truth on the internet says it's not true, that doesn't mean that your experiences are any less real. So if you come here and say the internet says X, especially
your experiences can be real. You could be a statistical anomaly, as a matter of fact. You can be one of those people, but more often than not.
Yeah, you
more
can.
often than that,
Like what Hasan's trying to say is, you can experience something, and basically, like, just because you experienced it doesn't mean that what you experience happens to everybody. Does that make sense? But Andrew Tate's like, oh, well, I experienced this, so therefore it happens everywhere. Yeah, women like Bugattis, therefore all women like Bugattis, because all the women I've picked up like Bugattis, even though the women I picked up are underaged and they don't really know relationship advice, and they don't know how to handle, you know, how to, like, basically hang out with older guys. So they're just figuring stuff out, and they like the money and the cars, and, like, because the younger women like it, I feel like every woman likes Bugattis. You know, it's like, what? What are you talking about, dude?
Hey, then I'm going to talk to you because I keep letting you talk and you're finishing your point and I'm trying to talk. So
okay, go ahead.
I'm going to. The fact that you're going on the internet, finding some study and saying that this is the truth, especially after the age of COVID and all the fucking truth we were told with that garbage, you want to sit here and say, oh, the internet said X.
The age of COVID and all the truth with his fingers, little finger quotes. What do you mean, bro? Like, that is true. COVID is happening. There's a lot of adverse effects due to COVID that we don't even know about yet. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that COVID could do to our bodies that we don't know because COVID is such a new fucking disease. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I mean, science is still trying to figure out everything that has to do with COVID. Just because science doesn't figure it out right away doesn't mean that science is wrong. You know, you got to give it time.
I'm sure the internet did. I'm talking about my personal experiences, and some people agree with me and some people do not. That is perfectly fine. Don't give a fuck if people agree with me or otherwise. People are listening to me and they're either agreeing with me or
but you're
not.
still wrong, and that's the problem.
I disagree with you.
Do you want to be right, or do you want to keep speaking into a hug box where people agree with you, and
Prove to
then
me I'm
you know,
wrong.
well,
You could disagree with me, even if I'm wrong. That don't matter. Like,
if
what?
you just completely devalue empirical
you're
evidence,
wrong, bro.
actuarial sciences, the entirety of the insurance industry that relies on making these sorts of calculations to ensure that these quotes are as profitable as possible, which ends up charging men higher rates than women, is a statistical likelihood that men are more dangerous drivers than women across the board and get into more car accidents across the board. If you're going to look at all of that and say it doesn't matter because that does not correspond to my own personal experiences, then you're silly. You're being silly. You're being a silly person. If everyone thought like you did, right, we would have no scientific achievements on this planet. We would still be living inside of fucking caves. As much as I love Liver King personally, I don't think that that would be a good planet to live on. I'm pretty happy for, I don't know, all the medical achievements.
I've said this before. Like, I've said this on another live stream. If we base all technological advances on, like, religion or, like, on fucking biases and shit, we wouldn't go anywhere as a society. You know what I mean? Technology wouldn't exist. We wouldn't have evolved. We wouldn't have gotten better, made cooler, and got to the moon. If everything was based on religion or like biases, we just wouldn't have gone anywhere as like a species, technology-wise. You know what I mean? So to Andrew Tate's just fucking wrong.
It's all the scientific achievements that we have
fucking tater tot, dude.
And at the heart of all of that, all of those accomplishments lies an understanding of arriving at the truth through empirical evidence.
Empirical evidence, scientific evidence.
Cool. In my personal experience,
trial and error,
all the car crashes I've been involved in, all the times my car was hit, and all the negative experience I've had on the road, women were at fault. That is.
Out of all the car crashes I've been in, women were the issue. Therefore, all women can't drive. Andrew Tate.
Now you can sit here and say the insurance claims say that. I never said the insurance claims don't say that. I'm saying that I am not comfortable with women driving because of my personal experience. Those are my personal experiences. You can drag up all the empirical evidence in the world you want to try and drag up.
Oh my God, it's your personal experience. It doesn't mean it happens to everybody, dude. So you think every woman that's behind the wheel is just crashing like a Tesla?
I'm not talking.
He thinks every woman's a fucking Tesla car, dude. He thinks every woman's like a Tesla self-driving failure that just crashes instantly. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
I'm not talking about like statistical anomalies. I'm straight up talking about the overwhelming amount of evidence that suggests that women are more careful drivers than men. Okay? And therefore better drivers than men. You keep resorting back to
and there is scientific studies behind that. You know what I mean? There's actually information and facts behind those studies that Hasan is bringing up.
Personal anecdotes. So let me walk you through this, right? Do you agree? Do you agree that human beings have biases?
Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Human beings have biases.
But hey, I respected your time. Do you want to answer my question? Do you believe that human beings have biases?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. We're all biased.
Okay.
Completely.
Do you think that those biases might cloud your judgment?
Yes.
It's not about clouding judgment.
Not just your personal not just your own personal judgment. Do you think our biases might cloud our personal judgment?
Yeah.
I think every single person on earth is biased and lives within a biased
absolutely.
reality.
That's absolutely true. If you agree with me on both of those accounts, you understand that your anecdotes, your own personal accumulation of
so Andrew Tate just agreed with Hasan, therefore making Andrew Tate's entire argument like destroyed.
Information is going to be clouded by your own personal biases. So you're not going to be able to assess the information adequately in the same way that empirical evidence would. This is precisely why we look at data rather than make arguments around our. Wait, let me finish. Come on.
I understand what you're saying.
This is precisely why we do that.
We've went over the same point like 5 times here.
Everyone's saying kick you. You're long in the point. You're saying that the empirical evidence.
Hasan, you are boring. Women don't like you in the stream. Ugh. Real men don't talk about evidence. Oh,
It's
it's
saying,
like, what, dude? You're so
That's
fucking
fine.
lame,
My
bro.
point is, let me change it. Let's say that the empirical evidence says that a pit bull is more likely to bite you than a Dalmatian. But in your life experience, every time you went near a Dalmatian, it bit you, and a pit bull never did. Are you going to go up to a Dalmatian still completely and go, oh, it's fine, completely unbiased because the empirical evidence says X when you're covered in scars? No. You're going to say, Dalmatians bite me for some reason, and I'm not comfortable around Dalmatians. That's called human nature. So I'm telling you my personal experiences, and I don't care. I understand your point. Empirical evidence says X. Women in this country can do X. I completely get that. Secondly, it's also country by country, because you're only talking about America, because you're American, you don't see outside of the world. That's fine.
I'm Turkish, actually. I grew up in Turkey.
That's not the point. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is I'm uncomfortable with a woman driving. And if you actually ask most women, if it gets late at night, or it starts getting dark, or it starts raining heavily, or the parking gets difficult, they usually ask the man to drive themselves. I know many women who do that. They're not offended by my...
Hey, Andrew Tate, maybe you are dating women that are like too young to drive. You ever thought about that, Andrew? Maybe you're dating women that just started driving like a year ago or a few months ago. Because Andrew Tate does talk about how he likes them young. And he was recently arrested for stuff related to that. So we will cover that sometime.
My assumption. I know loads of women who go, oh, I don't want to park, you park it. Loads. There's not a bad thing about it. Who gives a shit, right? It's not even a big deal. You've come on here deciding you really want to stick up for the chicks, and maybe, you know, one of them will drive over to your house. It's cool. We've got better things to talk about.
Look, let's be real. I don't think I need to be a male feminist to be able to attract women, okay? However, having said that, that was a funny implication. Having said that, you are failing to recognize what I am trying to say. I walked you through these steps slowly but surely. The thing is, the Dalmatian example that you gave is great because you are creating now a hypothetical scenario in which you want your opponent to concede. I can do the exact same thing and say, well, in my personal experience, Dalmatians never bite, or pit bulls never bite, whichever one you thought was the more aggressive breed, right? In my personal experience, what if in a million times that I have bred pit bulls or been around pit bulls, not a single one of them has ever been aggressive? We will never be able to arrive at a meaningful solution or a resolution to this conversation.
Yo, did you see this guy? Look at the dude in the top left corner.
Not a single one of them has ever been aggressive. We will never be able to arrive
at
a meaningful solution or...
Oh, dude, he's spilling his armpit. I forgot about this. Bro, what are you doing? Look at his face.
Resolution to this conversation. If we're both operating...
Yo, his armpit stinks so much he's covering his nose with his fucking shirt.
On personal anecdotes.
Are these Fortnite streamers? This is how Fortnite streamers are?
An appropriate debate.
Good. So now you're saying the thing I just said. I have my own biases, my personal experiences, and I say them. Some people disagree and some people agree, and I don't care. You now come along.
But you're still wrong, though, because I'm not operating on biases when I talk about women driving. I'm talking about the empirical evidence. I might have personally thought women are worse at driving than men as well. But once you arrive at, once you look at the evidence and you realize that said evidence suggests something else, you're probably not going to continue believing the prior thing that you believed, right?
We went over the same point like 5 times. And
I know, but it's just weird because I can't I can't.
Andrew Tate can't get it through his thick skull. He literally can't retain any scientific knowledge at all. Like
Andrew's.
I understand your point. You're saying that even if I thought
we're losing the girl.
No, exactly. I want to talk to her. He's saying even.
Oh my God, he wants to talk to her, dude. What a fucking creep, man.
Drivers, I've seen empirical evidence, and I'm so smart that I ignore my own eyes and ears and believe what the internet tells me. That's what he's
That's not what I'm asking you to do, my friend.
I'm sure you're double vaccinated. It all makes sense to me now. You believe what you're told to believe. You don't believe your own eyes. You don't believe your own ears. And that's what you're going to sit here and talk about empirical evidence that you found on Google. Cool. If you believe everything that's on Google, that is your prerogative, my friend. And if you think that makes you sound smart in the modern...
If Hasan was to believe everything he was told to believe, Andrew Tate just told him something, so Hasan would have to believe. You know what I mean? Like, what are you saying, you fucking idiot? You're just talking out of your ass. Jeez, I don't know what to say, man.
World after the 3 years we've just been through, to say that I read a piece of paper that tells me to believe X, so I believe X, and I ignore my own personal experiences.
These alpha males.
I'm not asking you to ignore your own personal experiences. I'm simply asking you to look at the data.
So let's change the subject because you've just proven your point.
Okay, Andrew, do you believe? Well, I didn't. You didn't really prove anything, but it's cool. Do you believe the Earth is flat, or do you believe the Earth is spherical, round?
I'll leave his headphones on.
Oh, he took his headphones off.
He gets very stressed sometimes, and
Yeah, it's cool.
He gets very stressed
sometimes. Sometimes you can't take the heat, so you gotta get out of the kitchen a little bit.
You can't take
Andrew,
the
do you
heat,
believe the Earth is flat or round, spherical, globe?
Round.
You believe it's round, right? But when you walk outside, it feels like it's flat.
Brother, and I
it looks flat. It feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the Earth is round?
Because I have personal experience that would prove to me that the Earth is round.
Oh, you have personal experience.
I have flown around on many private jets, and I can see the curvature of the Earth. I know it's round with no scientific evidence.
But what happened? Did you go up to the fucking moon? Is that how you figured it out?
I flew up into space and I looked down on Earth and I saw a big
Oh, he's cool. He's coping, bro. He's admitting to it. He's admitting to, oh, I flew to space and I looked down and I saw the Earth. It was flat. He knows he made a stupid argument and the kids are laughing at him, bro.
Okay, you don't have to. Hey, listen, you don't have to concede on that point. But I think you and I both understand the importance of scientific, the importance of empirical evidence in that one, right? Or you know, science.
I saw him there and I thought, wow, this guy, wow, okay, he's gonna ruin the stream. We had a hot chick. Now you're here.
Is that what you thought?
We had a hot chick.
Chill out. Like,
I don't know if she's underage, but we had a hot chick. She was here. Now she's gone. I can't see the hot chick no more.
Wait, so what's up? Is it a little bit more difficult when I'm not like the traditional like SJW looking person? Is that why it feels like the stream is a little bit more ruined?
No, it's not difficult. As a professional, I'll tell you the conversation we just had.
Yeah, dude, you've been kicked in the face and stuff. Like, I'm sure you can handle little old me.
You've been kicked in the face and stuff.
I said I am biased and I don't believe women can drive. That's my personal.
Yo, the guy at the top left is trying not to laugh, dude.
You came along and said no. That's not true because of the evidence. I came and said I don't care about the evidence, my personal experience. You said I also have personal experiences and we're all biased. I agreed. Then you said even if I had personal experiences that said X, I would ignore them because the internet told me to believe Y. I believe what I'm told.
That's not what I said. I said that regardless of my own personal biases that I might have, evidence is still more important than my personal biases.
When you guys are all talking at once,
and it's boring, and you've lost, and it's boring. So let's just move on to the next.
It's boring. You lost.
Is that what happens? You just say I'm boring and I lost, and then you win. Is that what it is?
Do a poll on the chat, and if you won, then we'll
do a poll in the chat full of my fans, and we'll see who won. Like what?
Do you want me to leave the conversation that desperately, Andrew? It seems like you're running away a little bit.
No, we're just going in a never-ending circle. Like,
okay, yeah, we can move on from that. We can move on from the importance of science.
All right, I think we're gonna.
And Andrew's personal biases.
Like the funniest part was when Hasan made Andrew Tate basically like say, "Oh, I went up to space. I went up to space and I basically looked down at the Earth and I saw it was round, so I know it's round from personal data." It's like, okay, sure, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, definitely. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Check out my TikTok where I post all the edited clips from basically all the streams that I do. So check out my TikTok. There's a lot of good content on here. I think you guys will like it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And check with me next time, guys. Bye-bye. Oh my god, I'm trying to find the fucking other image that I had, but I guess I don't have it. Damn.